Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's do this, my Wicked Warriors. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for another action-packed episode of the Wicked Wally webcast. Soon to be the best hard rock, heavy metal talk show on the planet. Yes, that's right. I'm your host, Wicked Wally, and this show is broadcast live to Twitch, YouTube, and also folks on Facebook could be catching this as well. Yeah, we do the show live because the most important part of the show is the folks who are watching right now, and we've got some folks watching right now. It's going to be a killer show tonight. This is episode number 25 of the webcast. The episode's titled Get Ruined with Toxic Ruin. We're going to be interviewing Stephen Behrendt. I don't know if I'm saying his last name correctly or not. I'll have to check in a bit. The vocalist, bassist for the band, as well as David Miller, the drummer of Wisconsin's leaders in modern thrash metal, Toxic Ruin. They're fresh off their signing with label M Theory Audio, so we're going to talk about what they've released recently, maybe what's coming up next for the band. A couple of pretty cool dudes we were talking before the show. And I'm pretty excited to have them on tonight's episode. And joining me tonight on tonight's show is my co-host, Montana. Hi, Montana. How's it going?
Hey, how are you guys? Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be a good night.
It is going to be a good night. We were chatting a bit before the show. Are you excited for tonight's episode?
Hell yeah. Always.
Oh, okay, great. I was hoping I need a longer answer from Montana. I need more time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can talk my mouth off.
Sure.
No, yeah, I'm stoked for Toxic Ruin. We talked with them briefly before the show started. They're two great lads. There's a couple more of them, but they're not with us tonight. So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool. All right. Here we go. All right, great. So it's going to be a great show tonight. Sorry, I had to deal with a screaming kid right before the show started, so that's why I'm a little thrown off. But yeah, it's going to be a great show tonight, and exciting news for tonight's show is it's our merchandise giveaway today. Finally, it's been on social media for a while there. We've been plugging it, promoting it, and I'm excited to finally give away a t-shirt and hat combination. We have two of them to give away. We have a random draw we're going to do right here live on the show before we get into tonight's interview. And looking forward to giving away some great merchandise. So just in promotion of our merchandise page. Give me a second here. There we go. So, that's Facebook. All right, yeah, so our merchandise store was launched a couple months back now. Folks have already been buying stuff, so I was excited about that. Even before I started really plugging the merchandise website, folks were buying merch. So thanks everyone so far who's come out and opened their wallets and bought some Wicked Wally merchandise. We sold a hoodie, a couple t-shirts, tank shirts, stuff like that. So thanks for that. And like I said, there is the merchandise giveaway contest. So this was a post on our Instagram, which we've plugged and talked about multiple times on the show, where if you liked the post and shared it and tagged someone who enjoyed the show, who you think will enjoy the show, then you get one entry into the merchandise giveaway contest. Lots of people liked the posts. This went up twice. Lots of people liked the post, but they didn't tag people. So sorry to those who just liked the post and didn't read the instructions, because you're not those. We would have had about 3 times as many entries if the likes counted, but they don't. I'm sorry. And there's a few folks who get bonus entries in this as well because they shared this on their Facebook story. So this is something I want to do again. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes tonight. But looking forward to giving away some merch. And I'll be excited to announce the winners on tonight's show. We announced the winners. We will be using the Wheel of Names tonight to do the random selection about who's going to win. So I'm going to throw the names up into here. Ooh. You can shuffle this guy. So we have our nice little wheel. As you can see, there's a couple multiples. It's been shuffled. Yeah, and we'll spin this twice to see who is going to win. All right, were you excited? Drum roll, Montana.
Oh God, that was awful.
Let's do this. First winner is Becca's Done It. Thanks, Becca. Becca's Done It for entering a contest. And yes, I didn't mention
Becca,
that. Yes, Becca had 2 entries because she shared it on her wall, but she won't be able to win twice. So I'll be removing all instances. We want 2 separate winners, but hey, your odds, you increased your odds and you won. So that's thanks for doing that. Becca's Done It. We will be we'll be reaching out to you on Instagram and how we can send you your t-shirt hat combo. We'll get that all figured out. Hat style and size. There are 2 styles of hats. There's the flat, what do they call it? The flat brim style, and there's like the dad hat. So we'll see what you want.
Dad hat.
Dad hat. That's what I got. I got the dad hat. The flat brim one looks silly on me, so I'm not gangster enough to wear the flat brim hat.
It's suitable.
It is suitable. All right. We have one more spin. All right, removed Becca's Done It from Dunnich. Oh wait, maybe I said it wrong. Becca's Dunnich. Sorry, that's her last name. That's not Done It. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Well, she's done it.
she has done it. She's won. Okay, one more spin. Drum roll, Montana.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
All right, let's do this. Our second winner, Cativy is our next winner. So I can see Montana off screen, her head sideways. I don't know how you'd say that. How would you say that, Montana?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, so Cativy, I think, yeah. So the other prize pack winner. So the 2 winners. Thanks everyone who entered the prize pack contest, shared the post with their friends. The point really is just I want more people to know about this show and know about our great merchandise. And the winners, I'll be reaching out to you, and it'd be a huge, awesome thing if you could send a photo of yourself wearing your merchandise when you get it, when you win. So because I like to be able to announce that officially on our Instagram page with the winners wearing the cool swag. All right, awesome stuff. And Montana. All right, I think it's time we. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. That was awesome. I really liked the bass groove.
Yeah.
Kind of got lost in it.
All right, time to chat with Toxic Ruin. We have Stephen and Dave. Toxic Ruin. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey,
what's up?
Hey, guys.
First thing I gotta say is I'm really impressed with your camera setup. Yeah, you showed up the host of this show. Your camera looks better than mine.
It's a decent picture.
Yeah, we always try to one up everybody.
You succeeded.
Well, you mentioned you're at your
Don't show up if you can't one up.
We mentioned you're at your producer's studio right now.
Yeah, we are at Carptown Studios in Two Rivers, Wisconsin. The best studio in the entire world, even though I've only been to like 2. This is the best. Super relaxed. The guys who run it are super awesome. Also, you will have the sound engineer for Soulfly and Max Cavalera running all your mixing and mastering and stuff and recording.
Wow.
It's sick. So
that's a name drop. Holy shit.
Yeah, gotta spread the love when I can.
No kidding. Jeez.
Yeah. And so that's stellar. And there's a bunch of albums back there. I think we were talking about that before the show on the wall. What are some of the more notable albums that's been mixed in that studio?
Yeah, so it's everything that Mark has mixed here. Mark and his partner Nick Wayers. We got the 2 best ones at the bottom there. That's our last EP and the full length that isn't out yet.
Igor thing.
Yep, Igor.
Metal Masters. Is that what he said it was? I don't remember. Mark, was it Metal Masters? You can't hear me right now. It was something that he sang on. And then Nick's band, Erroneous, also they produced.
No, he sang on the Metal Allegiance.
Oh, that's what it was. Metal Allegiance.
Allegiance.
Yeah, he sang on the Metal Allegiance album. And then The partner for Carptown is Nick Wires, and he's in a band called Erroneous. Those guys are sick tech death band, so good buddies of all of ours. Mick Auber albums were recorded here, the last two. I don't know if anybody knows who they are, but homies of ours as well. So
They're sick.
I'll have to check them out. And and you're from Wisconsin, specifically because you said your tagline was leaders in modern thrash metal in Wisconsin. So I was like, but you're from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, specifically, right?
no.
Kinda.
No, you're not from Sheboygan. So what?
Well, we say
okay.
only one of us really lives there.
Oh,
The rest of us are kind of like in a 45 to 50 minute surrounding area.
Gotcha.
It's a nice central spot for us right on the lake. Also,
We practice there, so
yeah.
you can say, we're basically based out of there.
that's where all the work
Years
happens.
based
And it's
out of
cool to
Sheboygan.
say we're on stage.
Yeah,
You know?
Right.
we're from Sheboygan.
We're from fucking Sheboygan.
Yeah, home of Morbid Saint.
Okay, because I was gonna say, because from Sheboygan, I'm like, well, I gotta look this place up because it's fun to say for starters. Sheboygan. So you must. I was thinking you must be a fan of bratwursts if you're from Sheboygan.
They're tasty.
that
There
a
is
thing?
a brat days in Sheboygan, actually.
That is true.
Johnsonville brats are made in Sheboygan.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Fozzy has played there the last couple of years, so that happened.
Also, two more fun facts about Sheboygan. It is the freshwater surf capital of the world.
Ooh.
Apparently, there's people who surf on the lake, and there's a surf competition every year.
Wow.
And also, Morbid Saint is from Sheboygan, so that's also sick. We practice literally like 20 feet from them.
You
So
should be a tour guide.
yeah, I know.
Man.
Changing careers.
Side job.
I was gonna bring up Morbid Saint. They're a super influential band from the '80s. Started '84, I believe. Thrash metal band. Spectrum of Death. Their full length from 1990. I was listening to that before the show. It's hailed as one of the best thrash metal albums ever made, and they're from Sheboygan. So that's. So I was gonna ask you. Kind of already answered the question, but I was gonna ask you: have you played with them before, and also are you influenced by this band from Sheboygan?
Well, they're buddies of ours.
Yeah.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
a
fun
big,
fun
giant
story about
family.
Morbid Saint. Growing up, I kind of looked up to them, and they were like an inspiration for me. And Dave had already played a couple shows with them before we were called Toxic Ruin.
I knew them before I realized they were cool.
Yeah.
Like when I was 14 years old,
Yeah, and so
playing little bar shows with them and stuff. And yeah.
the place that we practiced at, Jay from Morbid Saint actually got us into that building. And the first time I was there, I was like starstruck. I was like, holy shit, that's Jay from Morbid Saint. Oh my God. Like,
Right.
what am I going to say to him? And now I'm like, hey, Jay, how's it going? And then hope that he doesn't talk to me or I talk to him for like 2 hours when I'm trying to go home. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's really weird. It's kind of surreal at first, and then you just kind of get used to it. It's like, oh, Morbid Saint's here tonight. Let's listen to them for a little bit. And, they'll come and stop in by our practice room and watch us jam for a bit and stuff and share beers and whatever.
Yeah,
So,
for folks watching, he's talking about Jay Visser, the only original member still in the band, right? I believe, right? Yeah. So they came back. They had a resurgence in 2010. Started in '84, went to about '94 or so. Then they had a hiatus, and then Jay, I think, started the band with some younger gentlemen. So yeah.
Yeah, they came back. When they came back, it was Jay, Pat, Randy, and Bob. Bob is their bassist. Randy Randy was on drums, and then Pat was on vocals. And then it was Cliff, right, on vocals.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then
Cliff,
they added
right,
a second
yeah.
guitar with Russ, and then DJ's on drums, and then they just
Gotcha.
been kind of hanging out since. So
Yeah. I decided. Yeah, I was just like, wow. I went down this crazy rabbit hole when I was looking at Sheboygan, and then I'm like, Morbid Saint. I'm like, I've heard that name before. Morbid Saint. I've definitely heard of the band before, but I didn't really spend time listening to them. So I not only listened to your catalog to prepare for tonight's show, I listened to Morbid Saint as well because I thought for sure there's got to be a connection, and I was thinking maybe you'd even know them. So that's actually pretty damn cool that you
it's
play with the
pretty
band.
weird.
Yeah, they are footsteps from our rehearsal door.
Oh, and I was going to bring this up here. Here, let's try to change the view. There we go. This is
That's what it looks like.
This is the bratwurst eating contest that we were talking about earlier.
Boy.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Some sore eyes.
I want
Wisconsin
to.
knows a lot
awesome.
about sausage.
There we go. You guys look a little.
Good skill to have.
So what I wanted to do then is play some of this. Is the bratwurst eating contest. This is so they have a Johnsonville Bratwurst Fest eating championship that's held at Bratwurst Days, and it's an annual fundraising festival. I don't have here. It doesn't say you're fundraising for what. I'm not sure, but a lot of sausage.
More bratwurst.
Let's just check a little bit of this out.
We're a minute and 15 seconds going by, everybody. All right, now you.
Here, I'll pause it intermittently so I don't get so my for that copywritten song in the background. I don't want it to get this video to get flagged too hard.
Nobody knows who that is anyway.
Yeah, we'll just kind of talk over it a little bit.
I really wish that I would be present for this brat eating contest. They're having.
You've never seen it?
I've never watched a brat eating contest.
Oh,
I think I've only been to Brat Days twice. There's that time that you and I went because we just really wanted brats after practice, and then that was probably the only time I've gone. Just got brats and way too expensive beer and didn't even stick around.
Pretty much a big drinking fest.
So
much a big drinking.
It's more about the alcohol than it is the sausage.
I've been there. I was underage.
It's more about the alcohol than it is the sausage, hey?
Pretty much.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to say this right now. Just watching this feed, the two of you talking right now. We'd mentioned talk before the show, and you're like, there's no one really doing. There's not a lot of people doing this kind of show of this kind of caliber, right? You paid me a compliment, which is really nice. But I want to say that in your area, I'm not trying to gloat. What I'm trying to say is, you said there's not a lot of that in your area. I think Montana. I think these guys could do their own show.
Oh,
we
yeah,
could.
absolutely. You guys got the stashes.
It's been pondered before.
Yeah, we had thought about it. We have some. We've realized
our guitar player is a goofball.
Yeah,
and we got some great ideas.
We realized that our social media presence isn't as great as it could be, and then we came up with some funny ideas for our guitarists to do, and we're still working out logistics with that.
There might be some little spoof videos here and there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
that sounds like a lot of fun.
We're tired of being the only ones that are like, oh, we're gonna do the interview, and then everybody just sees us. So we're like, you guys need to do something now because we don't want to do it all
because you're
anymore.
Hilarious, and we don't want to talk to people anymore.
No,
yeah,
not really, you guys.
Not really. But
I mean, I wanted to do this one, so
yeah. If you guys can get access to this studio for a show, you two could totally do a show and talk to people like this in your area and promote your own scene. I see it, like I visualize it right now. Like this is just. Like here it is. Who wouldn't watch these guys shoot the shit about?
So Steve, anyway, I was saying the other day,
dialed.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what Montana and I do too. Hey Montana, ooh.
Wally, how's your kid?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Sounds like she stopped crying. So whatever I did before the show was successful. Awesome. So we
unofficial sponsor every show. I'd be like. Unofficially sponsored by Hams.
Ooh, is that a local beer?
When you're gonna bring up the Hams.
No way.
It's just the best beer.
Oh, okay.
It's cheap. You can get 30 of them for like $10. It's so good. Yeah, it's good.
And I used to not be a fan either, but the three of them converted me. It is legit.
That's also U.S. pricing, Montana.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? Because alcohol is definitely cheaper in the States.
$11 in Canada, whatever.
Yes, a pack of these is like, I think, $18.
Okay, yeah, I bought 4 tall boys. I bought 2 packs of 4 tall boys today, and I spent $6.
Sweet. Oh, we have Wicked Warrior in the chat.
Airmail me some.
There is a live chat, so I want to let everyone know who's watching right now. There is a live chat going on, and we're having some messages in the chat. Rory Fitzsimmons says, "Toxic Ruin, what is up?"
How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in.
Just sitting here, man.
Just
talking to people.
Drinking beers.
What's up with you?
All right, so we've chatted about Bratwurst, we've chatted about Morbid Saint. Now it's time to talk about Toxic Ruin. I'm going to pull up this photo of the band, so we can see second from the left here. We do have Stephen, and then at the far right we have Dave. Your other bandmates, let's give them a shout out, and let's. Is there any interesting facts you can tell us about the other members of the band?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, there's Jake Bannock in between Steve and I.
Yep.
Right.
He's
lead
an
guitarist.
IT guy. Yep.
Yep.
He is the lead guitarist, but he's also an IT guy.
Oh.
At a cheese factory.
Yeah.
So, fun fact.
Also, he is
Wisconsin, what do you know?
he is terribly blind without his glasses, so he
Yes,
really had to squint to
very
look at the
blind.
camera for
Oh,
this.
so he's
Yeah.
not.
Him doing this is him
Yeah.
actually trying to find that camera lens.
Yeah, him scrunching his face like that is he just can't see.
It's great. Also, other fun fact about Bannock is on stage, if he's playing a solo and you really watch, if he doesn't have his hair in his face, he'll do this with his jaw. He'll be like super aggressively. So those are some fun facts about him. If you're watching Bannock, which I hope you are, you're welcome for the shout out.
All right, that's a great shout out. He looks so badass. Like, yeah, if you just look at his, can you zoom?
Oh, that's
out?
Blake.
Well, that's Blake.
I know, right here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this
Okay,
just
That's
that.
bad. Notice the squint.
Yeah, I thought he was just trying to look badass.
That's a
pretty.
million-mile stare right there.
Well, that may have been part of it, but
It's like I can't see anything. All right, all right. Then we have Blake,
that's Blake.
rhythm guitarist. What can you tell us about Blake?
He's our third guitarist.
He's
rhythm
very hairy.
guitarist. He's the hairiest man.
he conceals a lot of it.
He says
You can't guess.
he takes off his shirt and you turn around and you look at him and you say, "I thought you took off your shirt," because it's so much chest hair. It's insane.
It's
You're
actually
welcome, Blake, for the shout out.
It's actually funny. Rory, the person chatting right now in the chat, he's from a local band called From the Flame. They just released a new album, and he it's sort of like a metalcore band. He kind of looks like Blake a little bit. They actually look a little
Yeah, you're not wrong.
right.
You're not wrong.
Doesn't he kind of look like him?
Other
Bit of
fun
a
fact about
doppelganger.
Blake,
There's a bit of a doppelganger effect there.
Yeah.
he can
Absolutely,
definitely grow the
yeah.
best mustache.
He can. He
Ooh.
can. Steve and I are the only ones sporting one
Yeah.
right now, but
He can grow the best mustache and he
Yeah.
doesn't. And
Those
we
are-
don't know why. He's afraid
Giving me
to
like
or
Jason
something.
confused vibes right now.
I love your mustaches. Or like, does the hair? Do you trim the hair in the middle, or is that just
No,
the way
that's
they grow
just how
in?
it grows.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just dumb.
It's not.
my face doesn't know what it's doing yet.
not
It's
dumb.
taken me like 27 years to grow a
I'm gonna
mustache.
tell my wife you said that. She's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit murder face, the mustache. I like it.
Oh.
That's not an
I
insult.
love that show.
I
All
love
right,
it.
thank you.
Oh, bye.
He just doesn't want to
Interview's
be known
over.
as a bassist.
It's
that's
just
it.
it's very like perfected in shape.
Yes.
Mine's a little
Oh,
sloppy.
thanks. I trim it.
I wish mine was.
Blake's would still beat mine hands down.
Yeah, Blake.
he wouldn't even try for it.
He could like clean shave his whole face, and
We-
then later that day he'd have a perfect mustache.
We've literally had arguments with him about how perfect his beard line is during rehearsal. It just
Arguments.
grows right.
It's so good. He's blessed with face genes.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
and then there's another name I'm going to bring up, and this is your previous. Well, okay, I'll let you say it. Chubsy McDuff. That's a name. Montana's laughing.
man, I
Does
knew we were
Montana know who
talking about
Chubsy
this
McDuff is?
Oh,
I knew about this name
let's
and I
dive
was
deep.
wondering about it.
Oh man.
Let's dive deep. Okay, so
his name is actually Tyler, and I don't
Yeah.
I don't think I ever really learned what his last name was.
Truly.
I just knew him as Chubbs.
yeah, okay, so
Chubsy McDuff.
okay, so the original rhythm guitarist Mike Chubbs and I were in an 80s hair metal cover band prior to joining up with Dave. When that
Wait,
whole
what was the
thing
name?
fell,
What was the name?
White Steel. I played 2
Excellent.
shows as a fill-in bassist, and then it was going to be the permanent bassist, and then the whole band fell apart. So then Mike Chubbs and I started writing, and we put an ad out on Craigslist looking for a drummer. And then Dave answered the call. We joined The Ruin at the time,
Right,
and filled
yep.
in their positions, and then changed the name because music was changing. And then, 2 guitars later.
Oh, so you went from Ruin to
Like,
Toxic Ruin because the music was more thrashy? Is that why?
Yeah, it was getting more aggressive.
More aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk about The Ruin if you want. I wasn't in it for very long. It was like 2 months before we changed the name. So,
Oh, I don't know. You want a full band history right now?
yeah, that's it. That's
You
what
guys have been
this
around
is.
since like 2010.
We're digging deep here.
Yeah, if you go way back to the beginning. I mean,
Wow.
it really Steve and a couple of ex-Toxic Rune members, Chubbs and Mike Hasselman, they kind of had their own thing going on with White Steel. I was kind of playing with the same 2 or 3 guys ever since I was really young. We started doing cover bands and stuff, just locally, and then we started writing original material and ended up taking up the name The Ruin. It was myself,
John.
John, And then there was a couple guys that were never even listed on any of our profile pages or
Cameron.
anything. Yeah, Cameron. Yeah. But kind of the time that these guys came around, our bass player at the time, Cameron, he was off to college, and our vocalist wasn't really into it anymore because we were getting heavier and faster.
Chubsy wasn't heavy and fast enough.
Chubbs wasn't in it.
Oh, that was before Chubsy.
Yeah,
I just want to say the name as many times as possible.
This fella's name was Terry, and then
Okay.
Chubbs
Terry.
replaced Terry.
Nice.
Chubsy
Chubbs.
and Terry.
Right.
Yeah, so he threw an ad on Craigslist, and when Craigslist was actually working for hiring musicians, and I came and jammed with them, and then after we got done, they're like, "Yeah, man, you wanna stick with this?" And I was like, "Actually, I have a different idea. I kind of have this band already, but we got some open spots. Let's get together." And
Nice.
they showed up at practice next time, and within a couple of weeks or a month or so, the Ruin was born. The old vocalist and the bass player were kind of like, "All right, yeah, we were about to leave anyway," so they just packed their stuff up and left. And then a couple of member changes through the years, and here we are.
Well, I mean, I listen to the older stuff, and I like. I mean, I guess this is a good thing to say, right? I enjoy Stephen's vocals over Chubsy's. I definitely prefer
I've
it.
heard
I
Chubsy's.
appreciate
I only
it.
listened to like the most recent releases, and then
Okay.
your previous album, I think.
The Moreland CP, yeah.
That'd be Stephen. That'd
Yeah.
be Stephen then,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, that's all-
that
yeah,
was
that's all Steven.
So we when Mike and Chubbs had left, we were kind of in the middle of writing what is now Nightmare Eclipse, and we were like, man, we need to get something with my voice on it and Blake playing guitar on it. So we had decided to take 3 of the songs that were completely done already, and we threw them on the EP. We tracked them, and then
With a death cover.
we threw the Crystal Mountain cover on there as
Yeah.
well. And then just so we had something with my voice. So that was a really weird thing for me in the studio. Like, I've only had done backup vocals on the first album, so I really didn't have to listen to myself too much. And then when I was tracking that, I was like, God, this sucks. This sucks so bad. I hate doing everything about this. And then the Nightmare Eclipse, it went super quick. I showed up, and I think I tracked half the album in one day, and then the next half the next day, Mark and I just drank beers the whole night and track for like 3 or 4 hours and get done, drink beers and laugh, and then the next day came back and did it again, and I think I finished vocals in probably a total of 8 hours. It was
Did it just
insane,
feel
like-
more natural, like the more
Yeah.
the more recent?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So like
He kind of just jumped into it because nobody
Yeah.
else was going to do vocals.
I knew the words.
And we're like, 4 pieces are cool.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, so I was the only one who knew the words, and we had a show in like 2 weeks, and I had practiced it a little bit, and then I was like, well, we'll see how this goes, and did the first show, and we had a show like a week after that. I did those 2 shows. I was like, if you guys like it, I'll get better. I mean, otherwise, I don't know. We can find another guy. I'm fine with that too.
I think
And-
we were like, dude, you sound a little bit like Chuck Schuldiner.
yeah, and then
You're doing this.
yeah, and then I was
Not
like,
us.
Oh, nice. Well, I was
like,
gonna
And
say,
then we did the death cover on the
Yeah.
EP. So
I was gonna say, I got a little Lexi Leho when I hear your vocals. There's that higher.
I feel like I sound a lot like Trevor from Dahlia.
Okay. Yeah.
Black
Black
Dahlia?
Dahlia. Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
back to back. If you go back to back, I was like, my highs sound like his unintentionally, and I like worked on my voice screaming with Black Dahlia, and really focusing on how to do it correctly with that. And it just like that's where my voice naturally goes. So I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm fine.
Wow.
Fine with that. So
Those higher registers and uncleans are so difficult. And I mean, speaking from a little bit of experience, because I've only done unclean vocals for like probably a year and a half.
okay.
That's tough. That's so tough.
Yeah, and that's just
And-
naturally where my voice goes to when I do it is just that register, which is
Fuck you.
weird for me.
Okay.
Like those are a lot harder. Those are a lot harder for me to do and sustain and maintain than like I think I retracked those on the album like 7 times per song. I was like, no, we gotta do it better. Gotta do better. I'm like, let me go have a cigarette, let me slam a beer, let me burp, and then I'll try this again. So
I need that.
I want to pay some
Yeah.
love to the chat here. We've been ignoring it. Roy says, "Oh, it's so lonely." It shouldn't be. There's a bunch of people watching right now, and everyone's just quiet. No one's chatting. And then Diane says, "Awesome show." So thanks for that. Just
those chats.
yeah, you guys got any questions? Feel free to shoot them up. We'll talk about anything
exactly.
and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're talking about Mortal Insolence. We're going to listen to you right away. I want to actually listen to the music. So we're going to listen to Ritual Rebirth here shortly. And then after that, I want to chat a bit about the signing of M-Theory Audio. That's no small potatoes, as they say in the biz. That's big. That's big potatoes.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Funny thing about potatoes is I have a large chocolate lab named Potato.
Oh,
He's fucking adorable.
He's a goofball.
He's ridiculous.
Oh man, I have all these old man sayings, and Montana calls me out on them all the time.
I think they're great.
I don't miss a beat.
Small potatoes. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and listen to some of your tunes. We're going to listen to the song "Ritual Rebirth." This song is. Warning! There's flashing images. So anyone who's watching, warning! There's flashing images.
Epilepsy warning.
Yeah,
we don't want a lawsuit.
We felt like we had to put that on there because there's a lot of strobe.
Quite a bit, and to set up this song, I guess I looked at the lyrics for this track, and what I got was a war that ends the life on the earth, an apocalypse of some kind. Is that what it's about, or?
Yeah, to an extent. So on the first album, we had a song called "Toxic Ruin," a really original name there. That was about
it's a good song. It's a good track. It's a great. It's a good track.
That song was about a man who pretty much created and caused a nuclear war and had to deal with his life being alone, like a sole survivor of this war, and dealing with the consequences of it. So this was kind of like almost a spin-off, and it was originally going to be called Toxic Ruin 2 until I was like, I can't. That was like the subtitle. I was like, I don't really want to do that. Like Lich King does it and it's sick. If I do it, I'm gonna feel like a poser and weirdo.
I'm pretty sure the other three of us would have been like,
yeah. So anyway, yeah. So it's pretty much about
didn't know that.
Like a continuation of that story, but also like a precursor to it. So it really is just about how humankind will ultimately be its own demise because of wanting more power or more whatever it may be. They wanting more will eventually lead to the downfall of human society and stuff. So
all right. Is this written pre-COVID?
Yes, it was.
All of it was.
All this was.
Yeah.
We've been sitting on this for too long.
Yeah, this song, most of this stuff was actually written probably 4 years ago already.
No, not that long.
Yeah, before Mortal Insolence came out. That came out in 2018.
Yeah, most of it was after.
This one was for sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's been like 3 years that we've been sitting on it. This one for sure.
Mostly 2019.
So I hope everybody enjoys it.
Yeah.
All right, let's check it out. And if you have anything to add, you want to talk about during the video, I'll pause it. We can jump in and you can add your color commentary. But yeah, let's take a listen. This is we played this once on the show before. We did a review of it. We were blown the fuck away. So wanted to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
All right, Toxic Ruin, Ritual Rebirth. Montana?
We have a comment.
I'm a super big fan. I know it stands out, but I love the fact that you guys went all through with Black and White. I dig that so much. It makes me feel like I am back 30 years. and I'm not that old. So
the original take was I work on the side as like a sound engineer for live music and like lighting guy and stuff. So my buddy that I work with has a whole bunch of just equipment that I'm just like, geez, that's just sick. So I was like, yo, I'll get you drunk for free if you bring a bunch of lights down. We'll set them up for the video. And he just did it all in green at first, and then
actually the lights were green.
Yeah, the lights were all green.
Okay.
So
when we filmed the video,
Sweet.
everything was green.
yeah, I was curious about it being in black and white. I was like, this might be sick. It might look like really dumb. And then when we got the black and white version back, like there was better contrast for it. And
it kind of gave it a cool effect, being that the light was colored to begin with.
yeah. So we were just like, you know what, sick. We'll just do it that way. And we had some guy commented on the YouTube video. He's like, it's 2020. You can add color to your videos. And I was like,
Oh my God.
yeah, haters gonna hate.
It's a
Not gonna
style choice.
Yeah, I embrace it all now. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing, bud? You do it better.
It's not like you didn't have enough money for color. It's not one of those things anymore. It's
Yeah, you don't have to pay for
it's
color.
really
now.
stylistic
it's not
choice.
something we need to worry about anymore.
Don't tell everybody our secrets. We're broke.
Nathan in the
The
chat
other
says,
thing
that's how I like my thrash. So we're going to listen to more of it. But
Thanks, man.
Yeah. It
Montana?
also makes me want to drink beer really fast.
That's what we want.
Yes,
That's
it
the whole
does.
goal of our music.
Especially when it's, $10 for, what is it? How many?
30 of them.
30 of them?
Yep, 30 racks for $10. So great.
Jealous.
It's funny you said...
Hams,
It's funny you
like
said...
in our Facebook posts, we see you out there.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So it's funny you said green because I wanted the promo for the episode to pop a little bit more. So I greenified your logo, right?
I saw that. I was like, oh, he went back to the green. I kind of like
Color
it.
choice.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I wanted it to pop. So yeah. All right, let's go.
I dipped half of my drum kit in green, slime green like that one time.
Nice. Slime
It looked
green.
sweet, but after like 2 shows, it all started peeling off and it was nasty.
Oh, maybe that makes it more thrash, though, right? You got to have that.
It did at the time.
Yeah,
For sure.
the grungy look. All right, let's play some more. Nathan was enjoying in the chat, so we're gonna go back, tune in some more. And yeah, if you have questions for the band, make sure you folks in the chat send your questions. Let us know, or just say hi. Rory was happy about the amount of how cheap the beer was. What's that beer called again that you're not sponsored by?
Hams.
Hams.
I have a Hams t-shirt.
We do have a Hams t-shirt.
Hook up our
Oh,
band
what?
camp.
Yeah.
I should tag them. You guys should get sponsored by them. Why not?
They liked your Instagram post.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Hams Beer
Really?
liked it because you put hashtag Hamsfield Thrash in
Our
there.
merch guy sent us a screenshot today. We're like,
Yeah, we were like, oh, we've made it now, boys. My life, I don't need to do this music thing anymore. Hams liked our post.
That is awesome. I just copied a bunch of your tags, right? It's like, okay, this is, I don't even know what this means, but it must be something that they have. So I just pasted that in there. Hey, if this could be the gateway to you being sponsored by a beer, that would be,
I would love to be sponsored by Hams.
that would be
It'd be a
awesome.
dream come true.
All right. I'll have to make a clip out of this later and then post it on the social media. We'll have to share it out that you want to be sponsored by Hams. I'll cut all the clips of you together talking about how much you love it, and then I'll push it out there so you can get your
I'll make
sponsorship.
sure to add more in later.
Yeah. All right, some more of Toxic Ruin, Ritual Rebirth. Let's watch a little more of this. It's a fast, awesome tune. Oh, I love the groove here. I love that.
It's fun to play.
Oh
Manic's
my
really
god.
good at that stuff.
Yeah. I'm like we'll be in the middle of like writing a song and like so we'll track out a bunch of riffs and we'll kind of just smash them all together for a rough outline. And then we'll be listening back to it, be like, Bannock, we need a Bannock riff right here. And he's like, and he just does and we're like, that's the one. We're putting that right here.
Yeah, good idea, bud.
Yeah.
Thanks for thinking of that.
You did it. You did it. Good job.
So it's all Bannock, eh?
A lot of really groovy riffs
He's the glue.
are Bannock. Yeah, he's just
glue.
like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, let's do a little bit of this weird scale that nobody knows the name of except for me, and I'll just throw this in here, and it's just gonna work because these notes are in this other weird scale that I wrote this riff in that I don't know what the name is.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah. He's super good at writing, but like if
This
they
is
were
the second mode of Lydian, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
only know that because Guitar Pro told me. But
No, he knows that before he had Guitar Pro. Yeah. But then like, so he's so good at writing these complex riffs, but then like Dave and I will come up with like a simple riff and be like, dude, yeah, this thing just jams. You can just groove to it. And teaching it to him is like teaching a beginner how to pick up a pick and tune his guitar.
Like
it's
the most
insane.
basic chuggy thrash riffs, and he
Yeah.
has the hardest time.
And I think I don't know
And
if
then he'll be like,
yeah. Check out this solo I wrote. He's like,
I'm like, I don't know how your fingers do that, man.
yeah, we'll be like, oh yeah, dude, it's easy. It's just like, and he'll be like, no, you're missing it. It's triplet, chug, triplet.
Right,
Triplet.
I heard
and
it.
He's like,
That's the
I don't.
key.
Yeah, and he's like, my hands just don't want to work. But check out this riff I wrote the other day, and it's so complex. I'm like, what are you even doing? It's like I don't even know what's happening in that riff right now. Figure this out, and then I'll listen to yours because I'm gonna forget how to play this. So,
Wow.
yeah. Also, fun fact
God.
about recording this.
Sure.
So when I was in here recording, and so we kind of as we were recording the album, I added like all the puke noises just in every spot I thought it would sound good. I was like, we'll just go bleh, bleh, bleh. Every single spot it would sound good.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I think we deleted about 30 of them out of
There's
the original
a
mix.
lot,
We
yeah.
overdid it at first,
Oh,
just
yeah.
deciding
You should-
on where to put them.
Yeah. So then Mark
Release
you know,
the puke
sick
sound mix.
puke noises.
Yeah.
Release the puke sound mix. You just like overdo it. Just like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Mark and I
We need
Mark,
to layer puke noises.
Mark loves him so much. Like when we were doing it, like he'd be going back and I'd be in the booth and he'd be like just making sure everything sounded good, and he'd just like replay the puke like 5 times in a row and just start chuckling. I hear him on his mic chuckling, and I'm like, yeah, let's actually do that. Can you just delay that puke a bunch, and then that's just gonna be the song.
Make it sound like I'm puking in a tunnel.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Derek in the chat says up on the tiny strings. I don't.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
There's
Oh,
a couple of little ones up there.
Yeah, there's 4 little strings across the 2 guitars.
we have Matt Hemschmeyer in the chat.
That's our
says
merch guy.
it's your merch guy. He says
That's our
Steven
merch guy. What
pukes.
up, hamster?
He says Steven pukes a lot.
Oh, I puke a lot, like actually puking.
Not even on the record.
No, just like puking. I puked last weekend. For some reason,
Is it your
Literally,
hidden talent?
after we got done playing a show Saturday night, he ran outside and
I was like, we're done, right? And they're like, yeah. I was like, no, encore. They're like, no. I was like, sick. Threw my bass on. I was like, went back by the merch table. I told them, I was like, I'm going to puke. I'll be right back. And he's like, follows me out with his
Show
camera. It's like,
Okay,
Yep.
is it nerves or is it alcohol?
No, it's
it's alcohol.
Okay.
it's alcohol.
It's shots
starting-
of whiskey.
That is also true. I love whiskey though, and whiskey doesn't love me.
Oh,
So,
I love whiskey.
yeah, a lot of it's like we're headlining shows too frequently, so I drink too much prior to, and then try to overcompensate with too much water the set before us, and then it all just sits in my gut, and then I get done, and then I'm puking, which was gonna happen regardless anyway. I know I'm gonna puke. I just accept it. That's who I am now.
That's who I am now.
Yeah, just like
Funny
drinking-
story.
drinking
We were
some
driving back from Chicago one time from a show we
Not
did
my
down
fault.
there.
This one was not my fault.
You were the one puking. It was definitely your fault. Obviously, drank way too many hams with shots of whiskey that night,
That was
and
too much whiskey.
we're sitting there in our van on the highway trying to get back.
Not
and
even
he's
in the
like, "You
highway.
guys, I got to puke." You're right. We're in the middle of the
We're
in the middle of
Chicago.
downtown Chicago, like weaving through the inner city yet. And he's like, "You guys gonna puke?" And whoever was driving, I think it was Blake, was like, "I can't pull over, man." He's like, "Oh, where's a bag?" And he finds a plastic Walmart bag.
Oh
and
no!
wraps it around his ears,
no!
like a feed bag that a horse wears, and just sits there on this futon that we had set up in the back of the van, just letting it fill up.
Yeah, that was my ride home. Prior to that, I threw the door open while we were driving and was puking all over the street while we were driving. And our merch guy has a video of it. Dave's like grabbing my shoulder, holding me, and I was like, I'm fine, just keep going. We're good. But that was not my fault. Okay, I'll take 25% responsibility because we're really good friends with our buddies in Bloodletter, and they all like to drink whiskey. And then Marv in Macabre really likes to drink whiskey. And we're getting ready to leave, and I had like 4 whiskey shots in the bar, and we're getting ready to leave, and Bannock and Blake are in the van ready to go. And Dave and I are outside talking to Marv in the Macabre van, and Marv's like feeding me pulls of whiskey. I was like, fuck yeah, I don't have to drive, we're going. And I sit down, Blake starts going, and I was like, no, I'm puking. Like instantly knew. I was like, this is happening now. So.
I'm hearing the Wisconsin accent when you're talking, saying the story. Actually, we're at the bar. At the bar,
it comes out a little bit.
Yeah, the bar.
The hams?
We try to hide it.
It might be the hams. Yeah.
Ham's
3 or 4 of
excitement.
these in.
Yeah, no.
That's how folks talk in Eastern Canada too. Actually, the bar, going to the bar.
Yeah,
you know, it's gonna.
I
Yeah.
thought they say we on Eastern side.
Oh, further east. Yeah, past the French, past the
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Quebecois.
further
there.
east.
Further east, like Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, and Nova Scotia especially. They say
Nova
the bar.
Scotia.
Yeah,
Oh, there,
Nova Scotia.
there, bye.
Go down to the bar.
Let me get this guy a puppers.
Down to the
Oh, you got puppers here?
All right, we can listen to the last little bit of this track, or we can move on. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm tired of playing it.
Okay, we're done with it. All right.
Well, I mean, you can keep playing it. I'm tired of playing it live. We barely played it live. I'm just tired of playing that song.
Just tired of practicing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. If anybody else wants to finish it, it is also on Spotify and iTunes and wherever
That's
you
actually true.
download
Good point.
music,
Good point.
illegally or legally.
Or legally.
Bandcamp,
Yeah, also
Check.
Bandcamp.
Then we check it out. And yeah,
everywhere, virtually.
so, do you have a new album in the works? I mean, you're recently signed to M Theory Audio, and how did that happen? That's no small potatoes. He comes here again. There's no small potatoes being signed to M Theory Audio. How did that end up transpiring? How did you get signed to such a cool
That's a
label?
weird one.
On the album thing, this one's got to come out first, but I can't say we don't have a decent pile of new stuff that may or may not exist already.
Couple Two Tree songs.
Talk about M Theory.
Two
Okay,
tree.
so
Couple.
So the M Theory thing is really it happened out of nowhere on our end. So earlier last summer, probably like, well, I don't know, later last summer.
Yeah, Nightmare Eclipse was completely finished
About this time last
by
year.
August.
Yeah. So then we started shopping it out, and M Theory wasn't actually like on our list of labels to shop out. We just Googled.
We'd
metal
never heard of
labels.
them before.
Yeah. Googled metal
Okay,
labels,
yeah.
and we just submitted to everywhere. We let it sit for 3 months. We're like, well, nothing's coming of this.
Got a few replies back.
couple, but it was like nothing we wanted to commit to.
Tried to negotiate. Some of them didn't.
Yeah,
wanna work,
they're just
so
like, nah. And I'm like, well, if you don't want to work with us, we're not going to work with you,
we
type
can,
thing.
We
So-
can do it ourselves
yeah.
again.
So we released Ritual Rebirth in December, and one of our fans from Chicago had shared it with Marco of M Theory, and Marco had gotten a hold of us literally the day after the release. He's like, hey, are you guys interested in label support type thing?
Yeah, he sends us a Facebook message.
Yeah, Facebook message. And
Which I mean, there's weird people Facebook messaging bands all the time about lucrative things that you want to do, and we're
So
like,
Dave and I gave it a couple hours, and we're like doing all this research on this dude, and we're like, Marco. When we're doing, I'm like, okay, well, if what I'm finding on him is true, we should definitely get back in touch with this guy. So
Previous
we sent
Century
a message-
Media, right? So that's
Yeah, he was the president for like a total of like 13 years or
Right.
something like that. Like
Right.
insane. So we messaged him back. We're like, hey man, definitely interested if you want to do a group phone call tonight. Like we're free from this time to this time. So we get to our practice space. We were supposed to have practice that night. The other dude, we put Marco on speaker, and the other guys just kind of sat and listened, and we talked to him, and we're like, this is who we want to work with. Like,
yeah.
his experience, his knowledge on everything, how long he's been doing it for, everything about it just sounded so good. We're like, yeah, absolutely. Like, this is what we were looking for.
It just felt right off the bat like they were willing to help us do what we wanted to do, rather than just be another name to stamp on the CD.
And the other thing too is like, he's so personable to talk to. Like, it was like the first 20 minutes to half hour of our conversation, we were just shooting the shit with each other, just talking about, this, that, and the other thing, and, slowly working in the business aspect of it. And obviously he liked us enough to, pitch us to the rest of the guys at the label. And,
Right.
we liked them enough, obviously, to say, yeah, we're definitely want to work with you guys.
We're checking out the rest of the bands on the label too, and we're like, yeah, this is sick. I think we'll fit in.
This is what we want. This is what we were holding out for. I'm glad we held out and didn't, consider something else, like signing something else. And
Right.
yeah, super happy about it. All the work they've done for us so far has been more than we expected and could ask for. So
We said from the beginning we weren't just going to jump on something super low level and indie that wasn't heard of, or they weren't going to do anything for you, because in the DIY world, there's a lot you can do yourselves as long as you put the work in. And
Right.
we've been doing that already.
yeah,
So, I mean, if we were going to get on the label and they weren't going to do something that we couldn't do ourselves already, it didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So,
and
but M Theory definitely showed right off the back that they were willing to work with us and put their side in as well.
and then we had already had placed an order for CDs and vinyl and stuff prior to the release and stuff. So
we
had
were
to
like
work-
60% on the way already.
We had a plan worked out for a release schedule worked out for the songs.
We're
and
like,
we had-
boys, we're
this
not
was
on
our
a label
day.
this time. We're gonna have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, we're like, get this order, get this order, get this order. We're like, okay, this stuff's all ordered. We're releasing the first song this day. We're releasing, this, and this is how we're gonna do it. This was our marketing strategy.
And boom, out of nowhere.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
man, we got to cancel all these orders.
We're like,
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
yeah, we had to cancel a vinyl
Sent
order.
out like 20 different emails to people. Like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, we gotta, don't print those.
Things happen. Can we
Psych.
get a refund, please? Or partial refund at least? So, and everybody we were working with was super cool about it too. They're like, "Oh yeah, man, we get it. That's big. Congratulations, man.
Right.
That's big." And we're like,
Nice.
"Thanks." Like, I'm
Nice.
glad you're so easy to work with on this. So
Wait, is there a vinyl release now with M Theory as well? Is there going to be or no?
there
There
will
is
be.
going to
There
be
will be.
vinyl for Nightmare
Nice.
Eclipse.
There will be.
That's
yes.
good. That's good. That's good.
Right on.
Yeah, vinyl CD, and it's going to be one simultaneous release. We had talked about doing the digital release and then physical releases later on, but we had decided we're just going to do it all at once. We got to push
Just do
back
it all.
It's a good
our
idea.
release date because we're signed now and you guys have your way of doing things. That's completely understandable on our part. And if the fans don't like it, well, too bad. They'll deal with it or they'll just not be fans. And
Yeah.
we're just this is what we're doing. So
Yeah, and I wanted to mention, sorry, I kept jumping in there. I wanted to mention that you were talking about other bands on M Theory Audio. You check them out and you're like, oh, yeah, we definitely dig this. They have a great lineup of bands. There is a Calgary-based thrash metal band, Calgary, Alberta,
Hazard, right?
where this show's from. Yes, Hazard. Yes, you know.
Is it
Good
Hazard?
job. That was awesome.
yeah, those guys are sick. So when we first signed, I checked out their artists and I was like, I got to get familiar with all these guys. We're label mates now, and I just kind of went through and I was like, yeah, these guys are sick.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
always had liked White Wizard, and then kind of forgot about them for a bit. I was like, oh yeah, shit, we're on a label White Wizard now, and I've been on a big White Wizard kick lately for the last month, I think. So
Shit, yeah.
it's
That's
this
awesome.
is sick.
I'm thoroughly impressed. You knew Hazard. You knew exactly what I was going to say. I wonder if they know. I wonder if they know that the Calgary.
Yeah, we did our
That
research.
is so random.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, also a great thrash band. Dylan, their drummer, is also the lead vocalist of this. So as he's playing, he's singing. So
Yeah.
On headset
Killer.
duty.
yeah, if you ever
The Britney Spears mic.
Yeah.
I'm
hate
gonna-
mixing
Oh,
that.
no, he uses a boom stand.
Oh, good.
There
Good,
you
that's
go.
better to mix.
No.
For
So
mixing
this-
experience, I'd rather mix on a boom stand than a Britney Spears mic because you get so much feedback in those microphones for some reason.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
So hard to
It
work
kicks
with.
back. Nice.
Yeah, it definitely isn't about them. I'll do a quick, because folks who are fans of yours as well, these are your label mates. I'll do just a quick clip so they can get an idea of what Hazard's like. That's a taste. That's enough. That's enough because it's not a Hazard show tonight. It is a Toxic Ruin show tonight. Just a little piece.
Right.
Waking Nightmare. Go check them out. Yeah, they have 2 full length albums, and both are absolutely fantastic. So definitely go check out.
It's like they went for the green lights in their shop.
Actually, good point. Yeah, good point. They definitely did. Sweet.
It looks like just a haze in the dust, I don't know if they intended for that.
A haze in the basement.
Well, they have a very stripped down sound in terms of their like effects and all that kind of stuff. Very stripped down sound, and the video is quite stripped down, but it fits. It definitely fits.
Right?
Yeah, it
I
definitely
honestly
fits.
didn't know that the drummer was the vocalist before you just mentioned that, actually. I've only listened to them on Spotify so far, so I never actually saw him play.
Can you imagine doing that, Dave? Singing while you're playing?
I can imagine it, and I can imagine that I wouldn't enjoy it at all.
Even imagine.
I've interviewed Hazard a couple times. They're from here, and Dylan, I asked him like, oh, how is it playing drums and singing at the same time? He's like, oh, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Like he doesn't like. People are kind of amazed by it, but he's like, no, it's not that hard. I'm like, what?
I suppose if you've been doing it for that long, then I guess it's just
if
natural.
you're used to it, it's one thing.
Yeah, if you're used to it. Yeah.
But I keep trying to write stuff that I can't play. So on top of doing that and then thinking about doing vocals at the same time, I don't know.
The Anger Boda drummer.
Yeah.
That guy's
there's a local band around here that does the same thing.
Okay.
The dude's
He's
playing
really
like stupid things on drums where I'm like, how do you focus on what everything else is doing and then also focus on what you're trying to project vocally? Like it's hard enough to do with a stringed instrument. Like I can't imagine like 4 limbs doing everything.
Right, and not running out of breath. And not running out of breath, right? Like,
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Like it's super impressive every time
I
I
run
see
out of
it.
breath without doing it. No.
You look back at Dave like halfway
Steve
through
has
the show.
4 strings. Deal with it.
Yeah, that's why I'm the vocalist. I have the least amount of strings.
Yeah.
2 strings easier, I guess. I don't know.
But
are you even playing all 4?
Right.
Nobody knows why I even have them all. I don't even know I have them all. Actually, I do know. I use all 4 of them.
So
That's good.
I want to go back to your music. Nightmare Eclipse was your most recent single in 2021. Yep. 2020 you released Ritual Rebirth. There's a new single coming out right away, isn't there?
Next week?
Yeah.
Wednesday?
The 3rd? What is the 3rd
Wednesday.
land on?
Wednesday.
Oh.
Which we're going to get a preview of tonight. No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Memorial. Yeah. Oh, new shows.
I didn't send you that link. What
No, you're with a label now. You can't do stuff like that on your own.
Yeah, next week, Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. I don't know when we remember. We'll post it and just keep eyes peeled.
It is next week for sure. That is happening.
Also, I think.
And that
maybe release date will be announced.
Yeah, this is a good time to say that. That's also when the release date of the album is going to be coming out too.
So, exciting.
Yeah. We've known about it for years, but
more like a couple of weeks.
Years. We planned all this to announce the release date in April and then push it back because we knew this was happening. Yeah.
It's just like I actually listened to when I listened to your discography. I actually listened to them kind of out of order. I went to start with your earliest and go to your most recent.
Okay.
But with the most recent going to older. Sorry, recent and older. And I actually listened to Mortal Insolence and Subterranean Terror in the wrong order. And then when I was listening to it, I'm like, no, there's no way. Mortal Insolence
got worse and worse and worse.
Right. I'm like, Mortal Insolence has to be the newer of the EP, the newer album or release, I should say. So good. Like as soon as you hit that point, it's just you guys found your stride because from that point forward, it just gets better and better with the singles. Like that was the point for me. I'm just like, wow, no wonder this band got signed to a label. No wonder. There's a lot of really great bands out there that aren't lucky, don't get that opportunity to go, don't get that chance. But you definitely deserved it. You definitely deserve it.
We know so many of them that I feel like should be miles ahead of where we are.
Yeah, we got lucky.
And like. You know, the right person sent the right message to Marco, and that's how it happened for us. Also, Marco had seen us when we did the Wacken battle. That we found out he was a judge for it. After we had talked with him, he's like, "Oh yeah, actually, I saw you guys at the USA finals for the Wacken battle." I was like, Oh, all right. I thought your name looked
Small world.
familiar. Yeah, we were like, holy shit. No way.
Definitely want to chat about the battle. That's like the next thing on my list. Every
Okay.
time I have
We will hold
something,
off on that.
that's okay. Every time I have something, you guys set up for it. It's been a
We're
really,
like this.
you've done all the work for me this episode, which is good.
So
I'm a
great.
sleep deprived parent, so thank you so much for
What else are we going to talk about? Just
Yeah.
hams for 2 hours?
Hams?
Hams?
We can do that.
Oh, love
hams.
Yeah.
Show the cans.
The beer refreshing. There's a 6th theme song for it too as well.
Put it to the
Check it
camera.
out.
Let's get a close up of the hams cans. We can get the sponsorship going for you guys. Can we do an autofocus? Is it gonna focus?
It'll do it.
I don't know if the auto's set.
Come on.
It's set. Like, hold on. There's too much background.
There we go.
Oh,
Hams.
Don't you know?
Ooh.
Hams, soon to be sponsoring,
That's the
soon to be
Booski.
sponsoring Toxic Ruin.
The beer
Uh,
refreshing.
But I was listening to Mortal Insolence. Like I said, I listened to all your music, and then I get to the last track, and I'm like, I know this song. Wait, hold on, I know this song, and it's Crystal Mountain by Death.
Well, I hope you do.
Yes!
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
such a
I
good
was
track.
listening to that like 4 times today. It's so good.
I'm so tired of playing that song. We actually just recently stopped covering. Well, no, actually, we recently
We stopped covering it for
stopped
like
covering
3
it.
weeks.
And then now
we had
we're
to bring it
opening
back.
our set with it because we're like, we're just gonna get this out of the way right away. It's a good warm up. We can work out any bugs. People are gonna love it. They don't give a shit anyway. So
Sure.
we'll get all of our
Nice.
kinks worked out, and then we'll go into our stuff where we're warmed up. So the last Saturday we started with it, and then we played something else a couple weeks ago that we were like, well, I guess we're starting with this one again, just whatever. So
Is that a
fun.
direct influence of the band at all, or you just like the track and you wanted to put your own spin on it?
both.
No, we all love death.
It's both.
All 4 of us.
Yeah.
Love the track. It fit well with the subject matter of Mortal Insolence.
Nice.
Subject wise, that was a little bit more of a serious writing on that one. Sorry, I had to burp.
Nice.
Yeah, so that whole album had more of a serious tone to it, lyrically, and we felt like Crystal Mountain would be a good fit on there. Also, we loved the song.
Yeah.
Bannock and I learned it just to like jam through and just better ourselves, and then Dave's like, "Oh, I know the drums for this part."
On
and
top
this
of that, we
part,"
were like,
and-
what could we cover live to make people shit their pants? And
"Yeah,
we're like, oh, we'll do Crystal Mountain.
yeah." I think the first
Nice.
time we
It
did it,
works.
like the first time we played it live, people were like, just kind of like this. They're like, "Wait, no way," and we're like, "Yeah, this is happening."
Yo, wait.
They're like,
We're doing this.
and then
You're going to listen to it.
after that, people were like, "That's such a risky song to cover, but you guys did it good." I'm like, "Well, we thought
Right.
it was good enough to put on an album, so
Right.
like
Right.
we were like, we need
Oh,
another song
that
for
was
the
good.
EP, and we're just gonna put it on there. People
It's-
like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't.
It's
You
a
know?
great
Plus, you know,
tribute
Chuck
to the
tribute.
original. It's a
Yeah,
great tribute
exactly
to the original,
that, yeah.
but sorry.
Yeah, we tried to keep it as true as possible, but kind of little dashes of our influence in there. You know,
Yeah, it didn't
Exactly.
change too much.
Yeah. A little bit vocally for like doing lows in certain spots, and I think I did a couple things a little differently bass wise. I don't know if the guitars did anything different.
Guitars are pretty much identical. Drums are a little bit different, mostly in like fill structure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right.
Cool.
Well, it's excellent. Mhm.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you.
done.
And
Cheers to
Very good.
and you read my mind. I was gonna talk about the metal battle, and that's always. I was super excited to see this because I mean I got to be part of the metal battle, a judge for the metal battle here in Calgary, and we had our the national final, Canadian national final was in Calgary 2 years ago now. So whenever I see the metal battle, I'm like, oh yeah. Hey, awesome. And you made it to the national final. That is
Yep.
incredible.
And we were blown away by that.
We couldn't
Right.
believe it.
The winning band.
There's some really good bands that we competed with
Monarch.
in the first round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monarch is the band who won.
Nice.
Right.
We all thought Dissentients should have won. Those guys are wild. They're so good. So
Monarch
good.
was sick too.
Monarch was
not
super,
to discount
super.
them.
Yeah, nothing against Monarch. Those guys were wild as well. But like Dissentients, like they started playing, you just had like the stank bass the whole time. You're like, oh,
Their riffs were
that
just.
riff and that drum
it
beat
was
with
riffs.
everything.
It was
You were just
all
like,
riffs.
oh my god! And like
I
when-
think it just struck the 4 of us in the perfect little death thrash chord that we were like, ooh.
yeah, the whole time we're just like.
They got the chugs.
That's
And
awesome.
we were talking to him afterwards, and I was like, "Dude, you got the riffs." The drummer's like, "Did you make the face?" I was like, "I made the face the whole set." He's like, "Good." And I was like, "Yep."
Well, the Wacken Metal Battle, for folks who don't know, it's a national competition in various countries, and you go from different parts of the country, whether it be by state or province or wherever you're at, and they have their own finals, and there's a national final at the end. You gentlemen made it all the way to the national final for the entire United States, which is very impressive. And then the winner of that gets to go over to Germany and perform in Wacken, Germany, in the Wacken Open Air, the one of the biggest metal festivals in the world. I think Hellfest might be bigger now. I'm not sure, but it's kind of
Really?
it might be. I don't know if it's bigger. It might be bigger than Wacken now.
Wacken still sells out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
That does.
Or
Yeah.
4 hours.
I was supposed to go
Right.
in 2020. Actually, it was my first. It was gonna be my first time to Wacken, and then you know what happened. The world shut down.
If we would have somehow won in LA, I'm pretty sure all of us would have just like shit our pants right there in the Cobra Lounge. Been like,
Easy.
Yeah, we're
Guaranteed.
yeah. That stinks. Sorry guys, we gotta go because we have a show in Detroit or in Denver that we're trying to get to now. But and then
Which we couldn't do anyway because
our
the bus blew
died.
up.
Yeah, our bus blew up and right outside of Vegas. We had to cancel the rest of that little run, which
Oh,
sucked.
no.
But I mean, you hauled it back in a 3-person U-Haul with 4 dudes, and that was literally a year ago today that we were driving back from that. I had a memory on my Facebook.
Nah, seriously?
Yeah, for real. Like
Oh, wow.
I had the memory of us posted up in the U-Haul.
Oh, man.
Yeah, or 2 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark,
It's a shame always when that happens.
are you watching this in there? Say hi to your fans.
Hello.
Hi.
You can wear the
Oh.
Wacken
Oh,
lanyard.
Oh, the lanyard.
the Wacken lanyard
Ah.
for
Nice.
an artist pass.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mark actually has a Christmas tree that he puts up every year
Fancy.
where he puts all of his tour laminates on his ornaments. It's pretty sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's,
That's such
there's a lot
great
of them.
idea.
That's smart. Yeah, I
used
checked
to put
out.
my patches all over a tree.
I was gonna say I checked out Monarch, their performance at the Wacken Open Air. You can see that, and it was good, but it wasn't quite my thing. I was just like, oh, okay. I kind of, and when you're saying that you kind of, there's another band you kind of preferred, I could see that. I liked it, but it wasn't. It didn't really do it for me personally. Maybe it's just not. Maybe it's such a genre of metal, that style of, because very stripped down sound. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna agree with you on that.
thanks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they must have just killed it that night because the Wacken performance was just was good, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't
Nothing-
strike me as national winner performance.
Once again, nothing against Monarch by any means. They're phenomenal musicians, but they're more local to California. They're from Sacramento, I think.
Oh, okay.
And we had gotten done, and I don't know if they were right after us or the band, 2 bands after us, but a swarm of people showed up, and then a swarm of people left, and we were like, they got it. Like, they're winning. They checked off every checklist on the voting thing, and I was like,
Right.
they got it because their crowd showed up. So I
And
think
they sounded freaking phenomenal.
They sounded great.
Everything
Like, they
was on
killed it.
point.
they were tight.
They couldn't have done
killed
anything
it.
wrong.
Like
Sure.
they were super
Really
good.
good.
We
Still
we
would have chose the Sentience because I just preferred their music better, but Monarch did kill it. They
okay.
were-
I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant here. Oh, we have okay. Well, hold on. There's some love in the chat I got to give here too.
Questions?
Tony.
Oh my God,
Villarreal?
I'm so many burps.
Villarreal?
man.
Villarreal? Now you
Yeah.
have the best tour TV out there. What is that about?
I don't know.
Oh my
Nobody knows
God.
what that even
do,
means.
Do we want a story?
Yeah, do you guys want to hold on? Let's answer other questions. We'll tell you about the tour
Absolutely.
TV.
Sure. I'm gonna go on my rant about the Wacken battle, so I don't lose my
All
train
right,
of thought.
you do
Because this
that,
is an
and
important
we'll
one,
come
and
back
then
to it.
we'll come back to the TV for Tony. My rant is when we did the national final here in Calgary, when we judged the competition, we crossed out the point that talks about there's about audience participation, audience reaction. We actually did not use that as a criteria because it wasn't. We didn't think it was fair. Right,
Yeah,
because there were a lot of Western, like that year there were a lot of Western bands, because usually there's a lot of Eastern. Wacken Metal Battle in the past has been very Eastern favoring. You know, you get a lot of that in Canada, Toronto, Montreal. They kind of get a lot of preference and favoring and stuff like that when it comes to competitions and national and all that kind of stuff. So this is the one year where some more love was given to the West. There was a lot more Western bands and Western finals that were included in they only had one band that came from out east from Toronto, the Slide, who actually ended up winning. Their audience reaction wasn't great because they're not from here. They're not, they're not from this part from from the West, so they're not going to get as much love from the audience. We didn't think it was fair to use it as a judging criteria because their audience isn't here. And if you mention that band's from California, you know what I mean? It seems like a conflict to me.
I think that's my only gripe about the vodka thing. Is I
mean, the judges did explain to us too at that point in time that the crowd participation only counted for so much.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Whereas the regular points went up to 10. I think the crowd participation went up to like
5.
3 or 5.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Like
they adjusted it for the final.
Adjusted for that.
I still think that they could move it to a central spot. You know, like where there's no battle. Like, so we had Chicago, and then there was New York, and like the southern one, there were like 3, or the California one, and there's like Texas one. They could pick like, I don't know, like South Dakota, where like nobody's ever been to.
Yeah, go to Colorado.
Yeah, somewhere
where there's no.
We're still gonna pull a crowd and make some money on it and help sponsor things, but also nobody has a home field advantage.
I don't. Yeah, we did our best to not consider that. The band that won here, the Slide, they're more of a progressive, almost like a progressive rock band on the very soft end of metal, if you want to call them that. And there was a lot of controversy. Yeah, and there's a lot of controversy over them winning. Amazing band though. The fact is, they won in the East. They made it to the final, and as judges, we're like, well, you can't judge them. They're here. We're not going to judge them based on how metal or not metal they are. We're going to judge them based on how good they are in the categories that we have, and that's how we're going to judge it. They made it. They made it this far. Like you could maybe X out a band like that in the first round. They're not metal enough, but if they're at the final, you can't be like,
for a reason,
right? You can't cross them off the list. And then they ended up narrowly winning the competition. So I won't say who got second or third because that's all private stuff and that's judging stuff that I'm not supposed to say. But they narrowly squeaked out the win, which I think at least shows that there wasn't a bias based on where they're from because they still won it and there weren't. Yeah,
I mean, you're judging based off of what they wrote, how they performed it, and I don't even remember what the other criteria was, but like.
Stage presence or stage presence.
Yep, stage presence was one.
I forget what it is, but you watch for any screw ups. Like if they mess anything up, you watch for tightness of the tightness. Time is a big thing. A lot of bands. There was a couple of really good bands that did make it through. They missed out making it through to the next round because they went over by like 5-10 minutes.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Right, like and in
Chicago.
Yeah, we had that as well when we were in Chicago, where they went over their time limit,
or they had like 3-minute gaps between songs, so where there was nothing, and they didn't keep the crowd going.
Yeah, like when we did it, we timed it out and we just fired it off. We were like, we need one spot, 30 seconds tuning, throw merch out there, thank the crowd, and then back into it for the rest, and just plow through it, and that's how we went with the approach. We're like, what's the most aggressive? What's the songs we're best at, and what is going to get the crowd involved the most?
We got 30 minutes, so we need to grab everybody by the balls for this whole 30-minute period.
That's how we went into it. We were like, we're starting with this one because it's a great starter.
Down.
We're ending with this one because it's great, and we like picked out songs. We're like, and practiced that set like, God, months before that. We're like, okay, this is our set for these next couple shows, but then fucking set. Let's make sure that we're good for it, and then. When they said we were the winners in Chicago, we were just like,
toit.
What the fuck? Like, no, we're going to LA. And I was like, we were all just like,
we're going to LA, boys.
In a candy store.
That's sweet. You're going to LA, boys.
Just fucking vomiting the whole way there.
No, afterwards. It was afterwards. I was puking.
Like a goddamn smokestack. Just.
Everybody behind us is like, man, there's a lot of bugs on the road. I'm just like, sorry. We got a sign on the back of the bus that says, sorry, he's vomiting.
There's a stream coming out of the window.
Sorry, my dog's really sick.
That's just how our vocalist and bassist are. He's the same guy, but he just pukes a lot. He's got to puke for 2 people. That's my reasoning. I have to drink enough for 2 people at shows now because I'm doing the job of two
band
but my
members.
body only recognizes me as one person still, so I think that's the issue I have right now.
Okay. Good stuff. Oh, I guess the TV thing. Okay, how about we quickly do the TV thing, and then I want to play another one of your songs. I want to watch. I want to check out Nightmare Eclipse for a little bit. The lyric video.
Dave doesn't know how to drive. That's a TV thing.
I know how to drive. We were tired.
It's bad at driving.
It was a big parking lot. our buddy Tony, he helps us out every once in a while. Maybe runs merch here and there. Comes to us with shows just to hang out and drink beer with us and whatnot. He came down to a Chicago show that we played relatively recently, and it was a moderate sized death metal festival in an old warehouse, which was awesome. Really cool show. And he wanted to get us a hotel for bringing him down with us, which was awesome. Thanks, Tony. Really sick.
Thanks, Tony.
Even though Blake set off the smoke alarm in the hotel at one point and scared the shit out of us.
I was so pissed.
That's hilarious.
God damn it.
So we get done with the show and we're driving to the hotel, and we had checked in before we even got to the venue. So I was driving. I was the most sober, and I thought I knew where I was going because it was a relatively short drive. And I was like, I got this. I don't even need the GPS. Screw it. I'll leave the phone sit there.
I need this map quest.
Yeah, exactly.
MapQuest.
Cruising down the main drag. I'm like,
Speaking
I
of
gotta
old
take
man
a left
references.
somewhere. So I take a left in the wrong place, of course, and I end up in this giant strip mall parking lot.
He turned one turn too soon
Yeah.
and went into the parking lot.
I was like, shit, all right, now I got to figure out how to get out of here. And I couldn't find a direct exit out of this parking lot. So I just kept
no.
driving straight, and it looked like a sea. Like if you've ever seen images of those like salt flats in Utah where it's just nothing, just white, that's what I saw. I was probably tired, maybe a little bit inebriated, but we're going. There was nothing. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out of here. And I'm like searching everywhere. And all of a sudden, Steve, I hear it out of the corner of my ear. I'm like, or Steve is saying, curb, 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 curb. I'm like, oh shit. And in the back of our van, we got a couple of bunks set up. We're two ready. And Steve, or not Steve, Tony was right behind the driver's seat in this big bench that we have. And right in front of him is a TV that we have mounted up so we can play video games and stuff when we're on the road. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I tap the brakes, I hear just a big slam, and I look behind me, and Tony is like laying on the floor. And somebody was like, "Oh, that TV's not going to work." Evidently, he Superman flew through the van and like hit the TV with his dome.
Oh.
So the next day, somebody else was driving back, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to play some Smash Bros. With somebody. And I go to turn the TV on, and there's a big, like, sun mark in the TV, the exact shape and size of Tony's forehead.
Oh, no.
With some Spider-Man cracks going through it. Or spiderweb cracks, sorry.
So
Cracks,
what
nice.
really happened was Dave came up to the stoplight.
No, my story
and-
was accurate.
and
What are
he's
you talking about?
I'm gonna turn. We're by the strip mall, right? I was like, yeah.
This is canon.
And then he turns and he goes into the strip mall. And instead of like following the made strip mall modes, he like goes in and then he just cuts through the middle of the parking lot. I was like, okay. And we're driving. And I see like a Burger King or something.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And I'm like looking. I'm like, does he see an exit over there? I'm just kind of like doing one of these things because I was navigating. I'm like, that's a curb. And then I said the curb thing. I did
No,
say it
you
like
didn't
4
say
times.
shit until the curb was coming up.
No,
You were
I was like-
curb.
I was like, yo, pretty sure it's curb. And you're just like, yo, curb.
Yeah, because I was
And
zoned
he's like,
in. I'm looking for the exit.
"Oh!" No, he was driving straight to it. After he gets done, he's like, everybody okay? And they're all like, yeah. He goes, looks at me. He goes, I thought there was an exit there. I was
Anyway,
like, yeah,
moral
I
of the
know you thought
story
there was an
is
exit
we need
there.
a new smart TV for our van. So
We
if
do.
anybody wants to buy some more merch off of Bandcamp,
There you
we can
go.
buy a new smart TV for the van.
Or donate on PayPal, toxicroon.band@gmail.com.
Sure. Hey, let's bring up your merch page. Boop.
Hey,
Oh, look at
the
that.
ham shirt is
Whoa,
up
hey,
there.
it's Bandcamp. Check it out.
Boop.
Look at who did that nice
Nice.
layout for that. I
Is
wonder.
this is where this is the best place to get merch for you guys, right? On
It is.
Bandcamp?
It
It is.
There we go.
It is the only place.
It is.
It is the
other
only
than-
place.
Other than seeing us live.
We have the trucker hat, ladies racerback.
Yeah,
Okay.
ladies racer bag.
Ladies racerback.
Does it spell wrong?
Ladies.
Oh, I think that's good. Gym shorts. Oh, those look. Oh, those are nice.
They're comfy. They're champion. They got pockets.
They're nice.
Okay, what the heck is this? Pure
That is the
Wisconsin
ham
thrash.
shirt, baby.
That's the ham shirt.
Oh, it's
That's the
hams.
bear.
It's hams.
Ham shirt.
He's got a ham's tattoo across his stomach. I had to change it enough
No
so we didn't
way.
get copyright issues. But
The Hams bear is the mascot.
the pure Wisconsin hams shirt. That's what I call that one.
For hams beer. How many times have they mentioned in this episode? Wow.
We're getting that sponsorship.
Yeah, definitely getting that
It's happening.
sponsorship.
We're doing too much work for free already, though. I swear.
That's actually true. Yeah. I fuck T.
Yeah, I call it the finger skull.
Well, because he's flipping.
Oh, the
off out
eyes.
of his
Yeah,
eyeballs.
I call it the finger skull. That's what I called it, and Dave just put it on there as that. It's like, that's not what it is in our merch chart. So,
well, the merch chart's a piece of paper. No one sees that.
skeletal long sleeve beer koozies. Oh,
yeah. Alcohol Holocaust beer koozies aren't a thing anymore. Oh, actually, I did find some. They were
They
in the
are
bottom.
sold out.
No, they're not. There are some in there.
Are there?
Yeah, we have liquor bloodbound
We have
ones
more
now.
beer
And they're sold
koozies
out
though for a
stuff.
track that isn't released yet.
Yeah.
So we're sending
okay.
those out.
Oh, nice.
excellent.
They say
Well,
liquor bloodbound on them because it's funny.
Nice. Liquor what? Sorry, I totally missed that.
Bloodbound.
Liquor
Oh, I was
bloodbound.
really close to the mic
Oh,
there, my bad.
liquor. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
want to get into. I don't want to talk about that.
Like-
Okay.
Like liquor, like booze,
And-
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and then you liquor
There's double
bloodbound.
meaning
like-
there, Wally. It's okay.
There's no double meaning. Okay. There's no dad joke
it's
hidden in there.
literally-
No?
The whole song
It's
is
a
about
party
getting
thrash song.
Yeah, it's about getting fucked up at a show
Oh,
and getting into it. That's what it's about.
Something to look forward to.
It's like my
I'll
early
get mine when Dad is
20s.
better.
That's what I wrote the song about. Yeah.
all right.
Jeez. We mean what we say here in Wisconsin. There's no hidden
There's no
meaning.
underlying meaning.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, no, that's actually what it's about.
Let's check out a little bit of Nightmare Eclipse. It seems like it's a very similar theme song to the last track we listened to. There's war.
Not even close.
No,
Actually,
no.
No.
No,
Perfect.
See
not
if
at
you can
all.
guess this one.
All the lyrics were about like war. I thought.
They
No?
are to an part of it. The beginning is.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I remember. Is this the lyric video?
This is.
Yes, it is. Montana, can you save
Any guesses?
me from not knowing what's going on in this song?
Yes, I can, because I
Nice.
watched this like a bunch of times already.
Nice.
And I've got a question for you guys.
What's that?
Excellent.
Oh, no. I'm gonna
Oh,
pop in
afterwards?
when I want to.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Delayed
You,
question.
whatever.
You do you. All right, let's check some of it out, and then Montana, when you're ready to jump in with your question and your analysis of the song, I'll let you do it.
It's gonna be right away. I
Will
know
do.
it.
So your buddy turns into a monster? Is that what's going on?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to steal Montana's thunder. She seems to know
Yeah.
more about what's going on in
No,
this.
it's okay.
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. I don't think he hear you.
All right.
I don't think you hear me either.
What's going on?
Question.
What's going on?
Okay, so I just want to say I've watched this like probably 3 or 4 times now,
Okay.
and it is literally like just a bad acid trip.
Yeah.
It's bad
Yeah. We.
in a good way.
It's goofy. Yeah.
I like it. Sorry.
Go on. No, go on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. And I wanted to ask a question because, see, like what I've taken from this is I mean, it looks like your buddy's turned into Mothra.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, that's what it looks like, just judging by the images. But you mentioned White Hawk and Black Falcon.
Yeah.
Is there a meaning behind the two of those? Are they
So,
juxtaposed?
This song is a lot simpler than what you're looking into, but I'm really glad that you took a lot of meaning into it. So I'm a huge anime fan.
There we go. Wow.
And this song is written about an anime manga called Berserk, specifically up to the first eclipse. So also R.I.P. The original author. The author just passed away like literally last week. So what the song is about is kind of just like a quick story of it is there's this guy, his name is Guts, and he's kind of just on his own. The White Hawk, which is in the anime version he's called the White Hawk, in the manga version he's called the White Falcon. And what happens is he leads this like mercenary army and he helps take over countries for other people. Eventually he gets captured by a king, gets tortured pretty much to the brink of death. Then they have what they call the Bailet, or the Egg of Kings. He gets his blood on it. It causes a nightmare. Demons rise up from everywhere and take over. He gets pretty much resurrected as a god of death and becomes the Black Falcon or Black Hawk. So what I wanted to do is adapt it for... It ended up working out like lyrically, but I wanted to incorporate the anime and the manga so both people would be like, oh, yeah, he knows what he's talking about here. So that's why it goes from White Hawk to Black Falcon. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it translated from Japanese that way and then into the anime that way. I don't know why it translated that way, but so that's literally what it's about. And then this was actually the fastest written song on the album. I wrote it in like 45 minutes. I was talking to a buddy.
Nice.
He's like, "You got to write a song about Berserk." I was like, done.
Musically wise, though, it was actually the slowest written song.
Yeah, musically it was the slowest. Lyrically, the fastest.
We
I
rewrote that probably like 4 different times.
Yeah, I wrote it in lyrically in 45 minutes, and I was like, sick. This is it. This is done. And then Dave and I were talking about album titles. I was like, Nightmare Eclipse would be pretty sick. He's like, whoa, yeah.
This is
I
the
would not
third.
have expected that.
I just want to say this is the third episode in a row now that anime has come up. I don't know why that is.
Anime's fucking dope, bro.
It's sick.
Man, we can go to tangent about Dragon Ball Z for about...
I will talk all day
shit.
about any Dragon Ball. All day, every day. I'm in the middle of...
I started
almost
rewatching it.
I am almost done rewatching everything. Like, I'm almost done with Super again, yeah. Like, I probably started like a month and a half ago.
I finally finished Super like a month ago.
Yeah, for the first time, and I'm on like my 3rd time through Super, and probably like my 5th or 6th time I went through Dragon Ball and Z.
Okay,
and then I'll probably watch GT again after, but...
Okay, when you say rewatching in Montana, because I used to watch Dragon Ball Z when I was younger, I'm assuming you have stuff going on in the background. Like you're doing things and you're watching it kind of in the background, or are you actually sitting watching it intently?
Sit and watch.
There's such long stretches where nothing happens.
Yeah,
they just sit and stare at each other and they're talking and...
Story
He's
building.
running like the golden dragon or whatever.
That's character development.
For, like literally 10. Is that character development?
Character development. That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to.
Character development.
It's just like, I'm going to fight you, and then like nothing really happens.
It builds
Like,
up the anticipation.
It's building up the suspense, man.
Exactly. Thank you.
and then finally there's like one episode where like 20 years of history happens and you're just like, what the hell? What's
Like,
going on?
What?
I'm like, holy fuck, that was sick.
Just keeping you on your toes.
That last 26 minutes was the best 26 minutes of my entire life.
Teaches you patience.
Yeah, exactly. It does.
Yeah.
Next week on Dragon Ball Z. I'm like,
Dragon Ball Z. Yep.
all right, back to the song.
good.
Do you want to listen to more of it?
You guys, do the viewers want to listen to more? You guys,
That's actually a good point.
To more.
Oh yeah. Have you been reading the?
Yeah.
It's been quiet. I think I've been checking it. It's chat's been quiet. There's folks. There's people watching, but everyone's just been silent. They're not saying much.
Let's go chat. Hit us with them questions.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
If you have any questions for Blake or Bannock, we will happily answer those as well.
Okay, awesome.
We'll speak for them.
Yeah. Whatever we say is 100% true.
In their voice with their
You can
brooding
trust
brows.
us.
Oh, we'll give them their voice.
Yeah, we could do it. windmill riff.
What was that?
Definitely
riff.
the windmill riff. You had it.
I don't have. I've been growing my hair since this whole lockdown stuff. Since like for over a year, and it's still not long enough to really do a windmill.
Just get
Takes
extensions, Wally.
forever. Takes forever to grow your hair. But
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's a long,
real-
awkward stage.
It's real dumb.
it takes forever. Definitely but at least I got it right. That's definitely windmill. Okay, great. Yeah, definitely, folks, go check it out. Toxic Ruin, Nightmare Eclipse. There's a new, you want to follow these folks online too, as well. Facebook, Instagram, all the jazz. Follow them on Spotify, or wherever. On Bandcamp, go to their Bandcamp page, support them there. I'm just saying, I'm not ending the interview yet. I'm just saying this all because you have a new track coming out next week, and I want to remind folks that that's coming, and a new album coming out in the near future as well. You're gonna that date's coming out next week when the new album's coming out, so that's pretty exciting.
Gosh,
I'm gonna
boy.
feel like a huge jackass if M3 decides not to announce the date. Like, we saw that episode. Screw you guys, but wait a week to announce it. I'm like, oh, now we feel like dicks.
Make sure you do a really
the name
good
of the track, by the way, is Divine Acclamation.
Yeah.
Divine
So that's been announced
Acclamation.
already, so I'm safe to say that.
Yeah.
Very thrashy sounding name for a song.
That song actually has my favorite lyrics in it. So my favorite lyric line in it.
All right. You gonna tell us? You gonna tell us
No,
now?
I can't. I was
are
gonna
you
keep
safe
a
to
mystery,
say
but
it?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
This is
I
not
don't
actually
know if
leaking the
it's fine, but
song.
it's
You're leaking
fine.
a couple lyrics.
Okay, I'm
So
gonna get my
Yeah.
pen.
So hot leak here, hot take. So my favorite lyrics on the whole album are "The priest on high stand before the altar, deity thirsts on the blood like water." Favorite lyric in the whole album. And
Ay, ay,
that-
ay.
don't read
That's
too
a good
much
one.
into that one either. It's a pretty simple topic. I was pretty lazy with it. So,
Is it a Dragon Ball Z?
no, it's not. I wish. Actually, we do have a Dragon Ball Z song.
Next album.
No, we have
Seriously?
one on Cup
Ser-
Terrain,
Real?
Yeah.
You're not shitting
Immolation. Immolation is about
yeah,
the
Subterranean
androids.
Terror is about the androids.
Yeah, Immolation.
oh right, okay.
If you like, go in
Does
and-
Trunks come up in that at all?
No, it's more about like that one was written more about like the androids' take on hunting down Goku.
Okay.
That was more what that was
Nice.
like. just-
Okay.
But more for like Trunks' timeline, actually, the future Trunks' timeline instead of like current timeline. So
I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that because I wanted to say, hey, I kind of know what you're talking about.
you know
Trunks,
exactly
Trunks.
what I'm talking
That's
about.
a character.
I, felt that. I was like,
He's-
he knows.
It's
See, I told you Wally was
Vegeta
cool.
and Bulma's kid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it in the
Know it.
future? There we go. See, I know. Yeah, I'm enough
I
of a
didn't.
nerd. I'm enough of a nerd to know a little bit about everything,
Sick.
but not enough to
just-
be master of
Did
anything.
we just become best friends?
Well, we would love for you to play in Calgary. Maybe
we'd
you,
love
We would
to get
love
up
to play
there.
Calgary.
Book us.
maybe you and Hazard
Cool.
should do some sort of tour together. That would be
Yeah,
incredible.
Make M Theory
Hell yeah.
sponsor the whole thing, and they could pay for our travel expenses.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding,
Mark
right?
And
You're
then
looking
we'll
at
bring
this.
ham
Wink, wink.
up above the border.
Oh, I'll bring hams.
Oh yeah, import some hams. I gotta
Love
try this now.
I don't know how the
We'll
Mounties
trade
will
you
take
some
that,
hams
though.
for puppers.
get
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Hams for puppers.
Let's get hammed. Proper hammed.
You guys have Letterkenny?
Yes.
Calgary?
Yeah, we do.
Well, we can watch it here.
It's
Yeah. yeah.
so beautiful. I love
Ah,
So
It's
good.
so cute.
you like Letterkenny? That's great.
it. Fucking
It's
love
awesome.
Letterkenny.
Hilarious.
There's something so real about Letterkenny from the small town that I came from.
Yeah.
Like I came from Langdon, Alberta. You
Okay.
don't know where the fuck that is,
Nope.
but small little farm town.
Perfect.
When
Nope.
Letterkenny came out, I was like, oh boy. Yeah, okay, welcome back home.
Yeah.
So-
reminds me of home too.
Real quick thing about my home, so Two Rivers, where we are. Have you guys seen the Netflix documentary "Making a Murderer"?
Heard of it. Never watched it though.
I've heard of it.
That
yeah, I haven't
happened
watched that
here.
either.
Like,
Oh.
and
No way.
every time we
Like
talk,
15 minutes before
literally-
we're sitting right
yeah,
now.
literally in the city that we're sitting in, 15 minutes to either way happened here. So when we're out on tour and stuff, and I tell people like, yeah, we're from Sheboygan, and then they like talk to me more. I'm like, well, I'm actually from. I'm like, yeah, I'm from Two Rivers. They're like, oh, make it a murder. I'm like, yeah. Also, home of the ice cream sundae, but nobody cares about that now. So, yeah, dude, there's a sign
Ice
down the
cream
road at
sundae.
the Washington House, home of the ice cream sundae.
I think we're home
I don't
of like
live here.
ginger beef.
Yeah, so
Something. Calgary is like where ginger beef was invented.
that sounds.
Don't quote me on that.
It is.
Delicious.
Calgary is where ginger beef
Yeah.
was invented, as well as a drink called the Caesar, but you might not know what that is in
Ugh.
Sheboygan though.
Could never get into
No.
Caesars.
No. It's sort of like a Bloody Mary, but it's a sort of like a different take on a Bloody Mary kind of
Yeah.
drink.
I'm glad you know what a Bloody Mary is. A lot of people we go to like out of state don't know what a Bloody Mary is.
Oh, really?
Or like if I were to go out,
Old fashioned is the
old
big one.
fashioned.
Do you guys know what a old
Oh
fashioned
yeah.
is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
there's actually
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's actually a hotel
Anybody
in
who says
Calgary
it
that has a
like
really
that
good old
definitely
fashioned.
knows an old fashioned is.
Yeah, I think.
Do you know what
is it the
lunchboxes
Hyde?
are?
No.
Lunchboxes are fucking delicious. They're the best thing ever.
Is it
So
a
you
shot or
kind of. You get a pint
Are they
glass.
like Lunchables? Oh.
Lunchables?
It would work like a Lunchable.
You could have it with a lunchable.
You definitely could. It's delicious.
Okay.
So you get
Dig it.
a pint glass and you fill it like half to 3/4 full of beer, and then the rest you top it off almost all the way with orange juice, and you drop a shot of amaretto in it, and you slam the whole thing.
Ooh.
It's amazing. It's
We
the
have a-
best.
Deadly.
We have
best.
a
That
very
sounds really good.
similar drink to that. What's it called though? I haven't had it for years. With the orange juice, amaretto, and beer. You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have we have something just like that. I think it's called something else though. I just can't think of it right now. So if
It's
anyone,
so
anyone
good.
in the chat knows, I can't think of it.
I've had beer and orange juice before.
And I've had a drop shot
But
with
I can't
amaretto
remember
before.
what it's
I've
called.
had this drink, but we call it something else. I just can't think of
Yeah,
what
we
it is
call it
right
a
now.
lunchbox because
Yeah.
that's all you need for
Sounds
lunch.
So good.
That's all you need for lunch. And George in the chat says, hi, Wally. Hi, George.
Hello.
Let's see here. Okay, so we checked out your song Nightmare Eclipse. I recommend folks go check out more of that. Okay, this is something when I started looking up more information about you guys and some recent posts that you've done. I was just like, kind of like, I was jealous actually, because it sounds like there's live shows going on right now in Wisconsin.
Oh.
Yes.
That does sound wonderful.
It's
Doesn't
great.
it?
Like I said, we're basically open.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that
Yes.
before the show. Is that things are
I guess that was Illinois.
Yeah, that was Illinois. That's the show
that's
the TV
Illinois.
broke,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
and we had to headline
What's
that.
up, Tony? Yeah, we'll definitely sign that.
So that just happened. That just happened then. Yeah, Illinois. I saw this post. There's another one. Here, hold on. There's actually you playing Insolence Obsession live. Hold on, I gotta
video is live. Okay.
find that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find that. I actually put the wrong link here, but here I'll
So-
throw it back to you guys for a second.
Yeah, so
I'm finding that.
that show, literally the second we got done, there was like it was in an old steel mill, and they had like the back doors open up. There were train tracks that like went up to it and stuff. Super sick place to do it in Galesburg. If anybody ever gets there, definitely look up the steel mill, and that's all it was called.
Willis
Steel
Mill.
Willis Steel Mill.
Nice.
But I smoked way too many cigarettes. I drank way too many beers.
Oh.
I took part of too many smoky things. And then we played, and I got outside, and I literally, the second we got done, I ran to the back, and the gates were closed, and I ran up to the front and puked all over the building. And the promoter's out there, he's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I was like, "Dude, this happens. Just get me some water." And he goes in, and I guess he was talking to Tony, who broke the TV, and he's like, "Dude, Steve's out there puking." He's like, "He's fine. Just get him some water." And it happens all the time. And I was like, he comes back, he's like, "Are you sure you're okay?" I was like, "Dude," I was like, "Yes, I'm
We
fine."
have been
Do you
here
have my
before.
water?
Literally, this is 9 out of 10 shows. If I don't puke, I don't know what happened. It's weird. It's a rare occurrence when I don't puke. So
You also played Chicago recently too.
Afterlife,
Yeah,
the Afterlife Festival.
Afterlife Festival, and then
How many
what's
shows have you guys played?
yeah recently? Like
Yeah.
what show was this year that we're about to? Do you recognize this?
That was this
one,
year.
That was the Galesburg show.
That was this-
This was
Galesburg.
Galesburg. Yeah, so this was
last,
late.
last year there was really only like a birthday party
Yeah.
Like,
of our guitar player's dad.
No,
It
that
it
was this
a
year, too.
surprise. Oh, was it?
The wedding was last year summer.
Oh yeah.
The-
Okay.
we
Like,
played a-
friend's wedding and
We played a
Oh,
friend's
wedding.
wedding, and then we had a couple,
Yeah.
like 1 or 2 outdoor things, and that was about it. So
don't book us for
Yeah.
your weddings or for birthday parties.
no,
It's-
actually,
it's
book us
weird.
for
Now
your
you're gonna
weddings
get
and
everybody
birthday
to book
parties
you.
because they're more fun, and we will do
Bring a
karaoke
bouncy
after.
castle
bring a bouncy castle.
Okay, if there's a bouncy castle.
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
play
we're
your wedding.
definitely in, and we will charge you less.
And a ball pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I
That's
want
what
to
I want.
I want to play a bit of this because, like, I was one jealous, two got anxiety because of everything that's been going on in the world. Because there's no masks. There's no no social
Really?
distancing. There's just moshing, and it's just a straight up show. This blew my
It's just such a
mind.
change of
It
world.
was sick.
It just blew my mind to
Change
see
of
this.
reality.
So I guess the numbers there must be pretty low now. Is everyone vaccinated now, pretty much?
They're
For the most part,
yeah,
I
the
think we're
numbers
up to
are
like 80%
numbers are
Wow.
super low.
nationwide.
In
Wow.
Wisconsin alone, numbers have been going down. I got sick in like February and had to go in. And I thought I had COVID, and the doctor told me, he's like, if you have it, I'd be super surprised. He's like, numbers are down like 50% right now, and this was in February.
Mhm.
Wisconsin is way down now, and the vaccination numbers are so high up. So everything's just kind of like, let's just
Leveling
go
out.
back to normality here.
Yeah, because last year,
venues
up in,
and bars got to start making money.
Yeah.
last year
We gotta
here in Canada, we had our noses up and we're like, oh, look at what's going on in the States. You know what I mean? Like, look at everything going down there. It's all crazy down there. And now it's way better. I guess, well, you have better access to the vaccine and stuff too. I think it makes a difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to play a bit of this.
Where is this show?
This is
I
the
don't-
Galesburg one.
Galesburg.
Look at how low the banner is. That's Galesburg.
Oh, okay.
And this just happened
You got
not long ago.
Brian up there in his singlet with the beer bongs. Beer front and center.
Oh, right here?
Oh, that was the warehouse.
Yeah, this
Right
is the
here.
warehouse.
I got you.
Yeah, that's our buddy Brian, who
Excellent.
comes to a lot of shows. So Brian Ahern, if you're watching, thank you for wearing a singlet and
Met this
supplying
guy at
beer
Full Terror
bongs.
Salt and has been a committed fan ever since.
Yeah, he's fucking
Alright.
wild.
And
It's great.
I believe you're playing Insulin Obsession in this show. Let me know if I
Yeah,
got that
this-
right.
If
Yeah.
I remember
I've
correctly,
never
yeah.
seen this video.
It's good.
Good hair flip. Good windmill.
Yeah, the quality's kind of balls on that one. Give me a second here. I think I can open it
yeah,
up a
that's
different
fine.
way.
It's a cell phone video.
Yeah, exactly. Here, we'll do it. I guess we'll do it here. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Let's try this. Oh. It's so hard because it's on Facebook, right? It's not like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make this.
It was posted on Facebook. That's the only spot I'd seen it.
Yeah, just trying to make this look half decent.
And like the system the dude brought in there too, I didn't think was gonna sound as good as it did. And then when I saw this video, I was like, wow, actually, that sounds pretty good.
We'll go back to this
You
one.
got like an
It's
echoing
bigger.
out. You got both of them playing.
Yeah, I know. Let's go back to this one now. Let's go back to this one now. It's just easier because I just like we can see all the little details, the singlets and all that stuff. But
There is only one.
Everybody wears
Yeah, that's just a regular show.
show.
how does it feel, Montana, watching a regular show like that?
I'm stuck on the name of it. First annual gore camp and cannibal cookout in January.
It was
Get over
fucking
that.
sick.
It was so sick. Our buddies Pit Lord. Well, Pit Lord played. Those guys are sick. It's
Pit
just a
Lord.
barbecue death metal band.
It.
Their drummer's actually a grill that just
Yeah.
smokes. Just they put
No
a smoke
way.
machine in a grill. Yeah, it's sick. Those guys are awesome.
They're
Yeah, it was just-
wait, hold on. They're a barbecue
Shit,
death
that's so
metal
good.
band. Is that what's?
Yeah, their
Yeah.
songs are about barbecue stuff. Like all their YouTube videos are amazing. They're so creative with like it's like paranormal activity stuff, but like haunted by barbecue stuff.
Yeah.
like smoked
Yeah.
meats and
Excellent.
whatever.
And they don't have an actual drummer. They use drum tracks. So instead of a drummer, they set up a grill on
and just
stage
a
with lights and
smoke
stuff,
machine.
and they put a
No
smoke machine
way.
inside. So
It's
it's like
so
blowing
sick.
smoke out the whole time. It's great,
I love those. We love those guys. Every time we're on a show with them, we're
Oh my
like,
God.
sick.
and they're so heavy.
Yeah.
That's
trying to
so
find-
funny.
I'm trying to find a video. Oh, Pit Lord, Devenge,
Pit Lord.
Devengize, Poltron Hunters. What is this? Hold on. I think I found
Do
their
they all
YouTube
wear,
channel.
Like,
It's so good.
They have a YouTube
It's
channel.
so good. I love it.
do they wear
It-
like the barbecue like aprons? Because that
They
Yeah,
do.
they
They do
do.
live. Yeah, they have barbecue aprons you can
You
buy
know
that say
it.
Pit Lord. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Oh yes.
So,
That's so
yeah, all their videos are just like
Hey,
yeah, that's that. Look at that picture.
perfect.
That's
Oh
not even
my
Photoshop,
God.
believe it or not.
I'm impressed.
This is a metal band, apparently.
Yeah, they're so good.
I've never seen this one.
I haven't seen this one either.
This must be new.
Yeah, I like the Ghost
I'm
Hunters
into
one.
this.
Has this ever happened to you? Of course it has. You're outside grilling, you open the grill, you get all spooked by the smoke,
You got too small of a spatula. You got a little girl's spatula. You need a pit lord spatula.
Oh my god.
So good.
Did they have those at the last show?
They did. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta buy
Oh
one.
my god, that's so good.
Yeah, a lot of their stuff is like Ghost
Dude,
Hunter
it looks like
stuff,
Trevor
though.
Strand standing.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Pig squeals in there. Just have pig squeals.
There's the guys. I love these guys.
All right, there we go.
Oh man, you just ran an advertisement for their spatulas.
Yeah, don't buy our stuff. Go buy Pit Lord stuff. They're cooler.
Of course, one of them's wearing a bolt thrower shirt. I love it.
Yeah, so awesome.
Love it.
Those guys are so fun.
Good.
They're super sick to hang out with. So they're playing Full Terror Assault this year, and we decided after the first year that we participated that we're going down every year regardless. And I told their bassist that I was gonna out party their drummer, which is just a grill. So
Oh.
it's like, I'm out partying your drummer this year, buddy. I'm drink more beers than he is. So, can't wait for September.
So live shows, jealous. I saw this as well. You recently played the Stay at Home. This was 17 weeks ago. So it's like things must have changed fast. They must have gotten better really quickly to be playing a Stay at Home show. Streaming show.
That was actually just a cover video I had done.
Okay.
And, the bassist from Gorgatron, our buddy Billy Zahn, who plays in Frost Helm and Vindicator, and then he's guitarist, and then our other buddy Coop played guitar. He played the end solos in that. We did
it was a
cover
collaboration. Steve was the
Yeah.
only one who was involved with that.
Yeah, we did a cover of Five Magics by Megadeth, and
Nice.
somehow it got on there. I don't know how. Well, I don't
We
know what.
didn't even know it was a metal injection thing until it
Yeah,
came out.
like literally, like
Oh no shit.
the week before that, Cam, who had set up like the whole collaboration thing, was like, "Yo, here's a link for this shirt." I was like, "What is happening here? Like, this is sick. What? What? Okay." So,
Oh,
yeah, it was pretty sick. I couldn't believe it. It was like, wow, we're on this flyer here, guys, and they're like, damn, that's cool. So,
nice.
And there's
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it was in support of Alexi Leho's funeral fund. So I looked up that. Yeah, there's like some controversy with that. I'm not gonna even talk about it here because it's if you want to post and look it up, they can if they want to. But there was like controversy over the money and stuff like that. But it had to do with his ex spewing stuff, and I don't know. It was just poor guy. Like let him rest in peace. Let the poor guy rest in peace. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there's anything shady going on, but there was just someone from his past trying to stir up things and cause controversy where there wasn't any. So it's crazy stuff like that. It's a good cause. It's a good cause. So. Okay, stuff from your social media. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to be going through stuff on your social
Is this what I
media.
think it is.
Yeah, I always look up
I'm
stuff.
so excited. This is my favorite part. Not that I didn't enjoy everything else, but I love the blackmail portion of this.
this happened 2 days ago. This is my favorite thing that happened in the last 2
Hamster,
days.
our merch guy, took the shot that a photographer made and sent us this in chat. So I was like, this is hilarious. I'm going to put this online.
I sent the GIF after, and
Yeah.
it is so good.
All right, we're gonna watch this. You guys can explain what's going on here. We have a couple things from your social media. I'm gonna pull out, and I just want you to explain to us what's going on. So let's check this out. It's just was recently posted.
Here we got a pretty sick shot. We're coming a little bit closer here, and I'm right in action pose, and all of a sudden, I have the power.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing that's happened this week. I'm pretty sure that all happened on Monday. It's so good. I laughed so hard.
It also reminds me of the "What's Going On" cover. You never see that YouTube video?
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, they do that with He-Man.
I saw that post, the picture. So our merch guy sent it in our group chat, and he had all those pictures separate. And the second I saw that last one, I was like, He-Man, and right away searched for that.
He-Man. So
I was like, I
good.
know exactly
So
what I'm
good.
looking for. Where is it?
Yes.
Have you ever sat down and watched old school He-Man? Like it's on
absolutely
Netflix.
have.
Yeah.
Oh my
I grew up on that.
God. Well, especially as an adult.
Still, I think when I was
I think
growing
so,
up.
yeah.
I think it was still on Toonami.
Yep.
especially as an adult, as a high adult, as an inebriated adult, watching He-Man, it is the funniest shit ever. It is incredible.
There's so
good.
many childhood cartoons as a high adult is
SpongeBob.
yes,
SpongeBob is so good.
top
Stone.
3 for sure.
I was like, wait, what's her name? Evelyn? Like Evelyn and Evil mixed together? That's brilliant.
What?
Evelyn?
It's pronounced differently.
And there's like wolf bats. Oh no, the wolf bats are coming. And you're like, what is he talking about, wolf bats? And then later in this episode, sure enough, there's wolf bats. And it's just,
Yeah.
it's just brilliant. It's just so
Some
good.
Australia shit.
It's
That's
genius.
something you find in Australia is a wolf bat.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, what else do
Skeletor's my hero, though. Oh man,
What else do I have for blackmail? Honestly, you guys don't have a huge social media presence, so I was really had to try to dig to find things.
Okay.
But this next one's pretty good. We have the caption here says, "We are Toxic Ruin and black metal sucks." So
That's all me. Yeah, we played a.
that was a tribute to our buddies in Lich King.
Yeah, they wrote a song called "Black Metal Sucks," and for a Halloween show, we had decided, like, on the way to the show, we're like, let's do Corpse Paint tonight. So lo and behold, a black metal band had played that night, and I get up on stage and I'm like, "We're Toxic Ruin. Black metal fucking sucks, except for Gaunt. They're sick as shit." And then we started our set. They're actually really cool. I wouldn't even consider them like a black metal
They didn't
band.
sound like black
They sound
metal
more
to me.
like they sound kind of like Black Breath, actually.
a little bit.
Yeah, and
Nice.
they're super sick, cool dudes, and they're like, "How do you hate black metal?" Like, I was joking with them backstage. I was like, "Yeah, none of us really even like black metal. Like, I like Emperor and Immortal and a little bit of Dimmu." And they're like,
right.
"But what about all this other?" I was like, "No, I'm not into it. I don't like my recordings to
I'm
sound like it
good.
came through a toaster." So
Oh, yes. And this is, okay, there's a comment. I have it coming up next. Someone in the comments just read my mind. We have Mark Beer Music in.
what are you doing,
Oh,
Mark?
that's Mark. He's just there. He's like our Jamie for tonight. Yeah, Mark, I
Just
have that.
trolling in the other room.
I actually have that.
Yeah,
you want to quick Google this?
Yeah, there's a.
I
so
do
we
have that
what's
coming
called
up
the
next.
War room. It's like a video game room, and he like sleeps in there and
I think
stuff.
he's living in there right now.
Yeah, he lives in there. That's where he lives. He showers at his mom's house and lives here most of the time. It's sick. He's
And-
living the life.
Excellent.
And he actually has what I wanted to talk about next from your social media. This might be a long topic. Oh, we'll see.
hope
Bathroom reviews. Let me just change this. Let me change it. So
There it is.
there we go. Bathroom
Best idea
reviews.
I've ever had.
So the various locations you play at, you rate the
gets-
bathrooms. This one's a 4 out of 10.
They started out like shit and then they got better. That's at
no.
Everybody's Bar. That's the basement bathroom at Everybody's Bar in Chippewa Falls.
How do you remember this?
I know my bathrooms, buddy. I took the pictures. I spent a lot of time in them
does
writing
reviews.
about those bathrooms.
Oh
You can
my
go through every
God.
picture. I'll tell you where it was.
Yeah,
That's Chippewa Falls, Everybody's Bar. Next.
I could not pinpoint any of these.
Am I
this,
right
one,
on
this
that
one's
one?
an 8. This one's an 8 out of 10. This one's an 8 out of
Used
10,
every
by
one
the
of
way.
them.
That's an 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
Can I get the date? I can't read that for
Can
you.
I get the
That's
date?
cheating.
March 12th.
March 12th. That was on tour. That would have been
Stop.
the 12th. Would have been.
I'll give you one clue. Keyboard.
Oh.
Keyboard?
Keyboard, as in like
I
as in like this keyboard. Keyboard.
said
That's your clue of the
March
name of the location. This is fun. This is more fun than I thought it was going to be.
2020 or 2019 March 12th.
2020.
2020.
March 12th,
Were you-
2020. 8
Was
out of
that in
10.
Worcester?
I'll read.
Was
I'll read.
that
I'll read.
at,
I won't read the name of the place. I'll read the description here and see if we can get it. We've got no one. We got not one but two excellent bathrooms in this place. One toilet and one sink. Completely single person bathroom, so it's almost like being at home. Both fully equipped. That's why I got the good score. Both fully equipped with necessary air freshener cans. We had nice soap in these things too. Because yeah, I mean some bars you play in and some venues do not have nice bathrooms. It smells
That's Columbus,
nice.
Ohio. Space Bar.
By some, you
Got
mean
it.
like
Space bar. Yeah,
That's
space
Got it.
bar. That's
Space
why.
Bar, Columbus, Ohio.
That's why this was your clue. Anyway,
Yeah.
space bar. Probably.
Keyboard. I see.
Now I get it.
This
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Let's
Next.
see what
That's
else
sick
we got. Ooh,
Next.
this one looks really nice. This is an 8 out of 10 as well. That's actually
That's in a
that's
Sanctuary, Detroit.
Yep, correct. That's right.
That so if you go back into that divider wall there,
we'll go
the
back.
Divider wall on the last one.
Yeah.
That got tore down by the end of the night. That was on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. I went back in there like after we got done. I was like, how did this happen? This was such a nice bathroom before.
Exactly. That's sad.
Yeah.
Maybe that's probably why a lot of these places don't have nice bathrooms, right?
That's exactly why. Like the next one is, I think I saw the next one, and that would be in Fort Wayne. That would be the Brass Rail.
1.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that was the second best bathroom I've ever been in. That's the Brass Rail, right?
1.5 out of 10. Let me tell you something. This bathroom is the most glorious bad bathroom in the world. Like, it's almost everything you don't want for a venue restroom. 2 maybe urinals, 1 toilet, and 1 sink. If you've ever wondered how your manhood stacks up against other peers, so this is the bathroom to figure that out. So this is on their so Toxic Ruin on Instagram. Yeah, I think it's just worth looking at these bathroom reviews.
This is what got us signed, actually.
That's why we're waiting to go back on tour. Keeps us going.
Marco went to our Instagram. He's like, "Yeah, these bathroom reviews are sick. I gotta sign these guys."
It's a great idea, though. It's a smart idea.
It's something different too. Like a lot of people will be like reviewing like, fast food places to eat. I'm like, I'm reviewing restrooms because everybody wants to know what the restroom is like before they get there. So,
and there's more. There's way more. There's way more.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
When I first started, they weren't that great, and then I started actually like really getting into it about them. So like tour, there's like 4 of them that are missing from tour because I got lazy and I was bummed out that it got canceled. And I haven't really kept up on it, but I want to make sure that when I start doing it again, we have a consistent line of shows coming so I can continuously post it. I don't want to just post one and then it kind of gets forgotten about type thing.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense.
You do a collage of all of the bathrooms after, put it on a canvas.
There's some really good ones. There's a few that I wish I would have started this sooner. Our first tour, there were a few places that it was.
Yeah, there were some good ones. In
It's like regrets.
Like, I'm gonna walk 4 blocks to the gas station to go to the bathroom because I'm not going here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
definitely.
Oh yeah, this one. This was a 7 out of 10. I didn't expect that because it doesn't look great from the photo. But
in there somewhere. That's Whiskey D's 2 Rivers.
Some of the pictures are deceiving.
Right.
Whiskey D's 2 Rivers. I know that bathroom.
It's probably because there's lots of paper on the floor, but that's just because it's been busy.
That's local, and I puked in that bathroom a lot. I know that one pretty well.
Gee, what a surprise!
The Crucible one is like a 10 out of 10.
Which one's that? Do you see it here?
That'll be further down. That one maybe.
God, there's so many.
There's a lot.
It's 10 out of 10.
There
we go.
That
on
was
our
immaculate.
Instagram forever.
Oh.
It's immaculate. It was perfect.
Very clean, even throughout the night. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fully stocked, well lit. 2 stalls, 3 urinals.
I think they even had like little like welcome baskets that had like
nice.
deodorant sticks and stuff in
It
it.
was super lit up too.
Yeah,
like,
it was that nice that I even remember it. It was good.
Beautiful bathroom.
Beauty, Molly.
Bathroom.
The one with the dude washing his hands, that one had a basketball net in it. And I gave bonus points for calling Kobe shots when you threw your.
Yeah,
it had a basketball net garbage can. So I was like, yeah, bonus points for Kobe shots.
Sweet. All right. We're already we're at 2 hours. There's still folks watching, so that's awesome. We're still folks watching. We're gonna keep it going. We are gonna do our review segment next.
Awesome.
And I want you gentlemen to stick around for that. Give your expert opinions on 2 bands we're gonna check out tonight. Based on, I get emails from publicists and promoters and that kind of stuff. They check out this band, check out that band. So we're gonna play a couple of those tonight. Before we do that, though, I want to throw it one more time over to you, Stephen and Dave. Dave, to plug yourself, tell folks what's coming up next, where to follow you, all that kind of stuff. Give you one more chance to say your spiel, and then we'll go on to the next segment of the show. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm taking it.
Keep an eye up next week for our newest single coming out, Divine Acclamation. We'll have a major announcement at that point in time. You can find us on anywhere that you find digital music. Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, all over the interwebs. Catch us at a show. I don't even know when the next one we're playing is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Also, you guys are looking to record, you want to travel a bit, Carptown Studios, 2 Rivers, there's plenty of hotels around. It's a beautiful studio. Yeah. Awesome place to record.
I wish we were set up in the opposite direction so you could see the rigs that were on
amazing.
here. The soundboard is right in front of us, but if you're in Wisconsin, Carptown Studios.
Nick and Mark kill it. Great rates. Fun place to hang out. Plus, I'm in town, and if you request, I will come hang out and drink all of your beers. It's awesome.
As long as they're hams.
I don't even care if they're hams. It's freeze free. But also, shout out Hams Beer.
Hams Beer again. Yeah.
For real. Sponsors. I saw you like that post.
They're seriously like, you creepy motherfucker.
Yeah. You should sponsor us already. So yeah, check out Carptown Studios, Facebook. I think they got an Instagram as well. Carp with a C, spelled correctly, not a K like I like to spell it. Check out Mark Ware, Nick Wires, their projects.
Check out M Theory Audio in general.
Audio
There's so many sick bands on the label so far. Hazard, like was just mentioned.
Yeah,
for sure.
Hazard, Malevolent Creation, White Wizard, Navalra's on there. Sick bands.
Into Eternity's on there too, and they're one of my favorite bands.
Yeah.
If you've heard of them, Into Eternity.
Also, yeah, I love Into Eternity, actually.
Hell yeah.
Like when Stu was in it, I was blown away. I never thought that was the same guy doing vocals, and I was like a schoolgirl over them for like 2 months. I was like, holy shit, this dude's fucking awesome. But also check out the Wicked Wally webpage and their merch store. Support them. Without these guys, we wouldn't be here tonight. So
thank you.
Absolutely, thank you for having us, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
And then Moogie's
great. I would do this every week. I'd be a guest host.
I would love to have you guys back on.
So much
I would love to have you. Yeah, there's
anytime, man.
I looked at your social media, the bathroom reviews. You're talking about drinking and partying. But there's such a level of professionalism with you too.
Thank you.
Even though you're young and you're having fun, you're young, dumb, and having fun. You're also extremely professional. I think I see great things from from you. No? Okay.
No. If you had to guess, how old do you think?
Late 20s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we're youngish then. He's 30. Bannock's 30. I'm 29.
People still think millennials are young.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I got a few years on you.
I still live like I'm 21 anyway, so it's all the same.
That's why.
I still get ID'd everywhere I go. So
I don't. It's the mustache. Grow a mustache, you won't get ID'd.
it's my first. Yeah.
You got to grow a mustache, Montana. That's exactly what you got to do.
That's the key. It's a secret.
Moogie,
Mustache,
teach me
no
how
ID.
to fucking grow a mustache.
Yeah. Moogie. All right.
Think of it, I haven't been ID'd since I've had my mustache.
I got ID'd full beard.
Damn.
Never been ID'd with just mustache.
Same.
It's
interesting. Good to know.
Good to know.
All right.
The more you know. All right, let's get on to some reviews. Let's do this. All right, it's time for some reviews here on the Wicked Wally webcast to end off tonight's show. We're going to check out 2 bands in a review segment tonight. The first band we're going to check out is Anubis from Los Angeles. The 3rd EP of California power thrashers, Anubis. Hurricane of Hate is the name of the EP. Is being released on Cleopatra Records on Friday, April 30th. So it's already been released. So this is old. Sorry. So it's already been released. You gotta go check it out. Hurricane of Hate is an expression of all the emotional turmoil of the past year, which I'm sure a lot of folks have dealt with. And Anubis, most aggressive and emotional raw material to date. So we're gonna listen to their song. I guess it's the title track from this EP, "Hurricane of Hate." So "Hurricane of Hate." We're gonna check this out, and both bands tonight have a thrash. One's I think a straight up thrash band. The other one is like I said here, a power thrash metal band, because we have some thrashers with us tonight who are going to give us an expert opinion on this. All right, time for some reviews. Let's check this out. Stephen and Dave, go ahead and jump in when you want. We'll watch this for a bit, get a vibe for it, and I'm sure you'll have a lot to say about this.
I don't know how much of experts we are, but we'll try.
Well, you're musicians. You know, I'm just a fan, so you know more than I do. All right, Anubis, "Hurricane of Hate." Again, Californian power thrash metal. Let's do this.
Right off the bat.
Okay, hold on.
Sick as fuck.
Those harmonies.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Those harmonies
It's
awesome
so
right
sick.
off the bat.
Yeah.
That's
Very nice.
awesome way to lead into
Yeah,
the
we were
song.
like,
I was
okay,
like,
and then
this is epic. Yeah.
you have that sick single guitar, and then the second guitar comes in with like the perfect pitch for the harmony.
That's something
like,
if Jake brought into us, we'd be like, yep,
done.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. Continue.
Okay, all right. All right, that should give us a good taste of it.
Okay.
Montana.
Does anybody else hear tear?
I hear Death Angel.
I hear a bit of tear.
I hear a
Ah,
sick
Death
bass
Angel.
tone and the
Yeah,
vocals of
fair.
Savage Messiah.
Okay, yeah, I could get behind that too. Yeah. So yeah, their bass tone is sick. I love how it's overdriven, but not like overly overdriven.
It's very clanky.
It's a very
which is good.
it's a very
Clanky.
traditional bass tone, which I'm a huge traditional bass tone guy. Even though I use a lot of overdrive on on our stuff.
I like the clank.
Yeah, those just like those tight, like uncoated strings with whatever he's got running for his rig is sick. I hope that's what it sounds like live. I know a lot of
Right.
a lot of stuff is studio magic for bass, and a lot of that's a sound guy for live too. They don't like to let the bass like do what it's supposed to do.
I find that too. Yeah.
Yeah, like you'll hear something live, you're like, yeah, this is sick, and you go out and you're like, why was the bass not there? And a lot of it's, especially for local bands, if you have like, like Mark, he knows what it's supposed to sound like on the album, he knows how to mix it that way. But a lot of local guys are like afraid to let that bass just kind of work itself out, and they kind of bury it in the mix. So like I really hope that shines through for their shows, because it's a sick tone. It's so good.
Unless your sound guy is a bass player, we have a local sound engineer, live sound guy. I don't know what the term is right now for some reason. Big Nate. He's got actually a streaming show as well. He does like a late night talk show with like a variety show. He's
Getting late with Nate.
Getting late with Nate. I'll give it a shout out. Very funny show.
What it was. I think that was the episode that you did the review of our Virtual Rebirth.
The Getting Late with Nate episode.
Yeah, I think that was. Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I know you had mentioned my bass tone on that, and he had said something about it.
Right.
Which actually, that's the tone I use live. They just plugged into my pedal board, and they were like, "Yep, this is fine. We're just gonna use this." I was like, "Sick, cool, thanks. That's what I wanted." So.
All right, so I think Anubis from Los Angeles, I guess they're third EP already, so they kind of know what they're doing. Hurricane of Hate. We can listen to more. I think we already. Okay, we'll listen to some more. Let's do some more. I think we're already liking it though.
Great.
One-man killing squad has prayed the word of God. Never knew the bowling pride. The red flag is flying, killing in the name of race. Desecrate this holy place. Such failure and disgrace. These innocent and dying. A ticking bomb of rage and pain. An ever-burning trail of gasoline. And when you know that it's already too late, you can't escape your fate. Hurricane of hate, the consequence of collision. Blows tearing through the mask with laser precision. And when you know that it's already too late, you can't escape your fate. Hurricane of hate.
That's sick.
Nice.
I love that falsetto. I wish I could do that, because I would totally use it. I would use it very sparingly, but I would totally use it if I could do it.
It's like a really good mix of old Savage Messiah and old Holy Grail.
Yeah. I haven't listened to Holy Grail in a while. Yeah, I definitely could see that too. Yeah, these guys are sick. Anubis, right?
Anubis. The video's got just over 1,000 views, so it's not that well known. So we can get some more views out there.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys, they're cool.
Really
They're
good.
from Los Angeles, you said?
Yes, L.A.
Yeah, next time we get up that way, we'll have to get a hold of them. They're cool.
Sounds like an LA band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like I want to play with them.
Right. All right. It was probably a guitar solo. Let's see. Maybe there's a guitar solo.
Wait for it.
There we go.
Serpent feeding off the pain, drills its teeth into your brain. Venom driving you insane. Hurricane of hate, putrid creature to the hordes. Acid ways and acid words, beat the plowshares into swords. Hurricane of hate, hiding where the flame resides. Nevermore.
All right, we're gonna leave people wanting more. You gotta go check out that.
Yeah.
That chorus. The chorus is so catchy. It's like it's when something gets stuck in your head for sure. Yeah, if they catch wind, if you catch wind of this, I would love to have you on a future show. I did get this from one of your publicists, but I reached out and I didn't hear back about. Sometimes, like some publicists respond to me, and some just kind of like send me stuff, and I never hear from them again. So in this case, I didn't hear anything back. But yeah, if you're interested, Anubis, on coming on a future show, I'd love to have you. I'll have you on. I was very impressed when I listened to this. It's
Real
a combination.
quick
Go ahead, go for it.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Yeah, real quick on that song. I'm a big fan of the rhyming pattern and the way that he didn't do, like, I guess, end rhymes for every word. It was like a middle rhyme, so
Right.
the word almost sounded like the same, and then it slowly transitioned into an end rhyme. So it went from one thing to the middle and then back to the end to work your way around it. I'm a huge fan of that. He's got a good
Sorry.
way of working out his rhyming pattern in his words. So
Yeah, it's definitely a non-traditional way.
yeah, I'm
of creating
super
lyrics.
happy about that. Like, that's sick.
I like
I
that
tried
too.
to do that. And I'm like, yeah, this doesn't sound right.
Also, really good short
difficult.
guitar solo. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
It ripped.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the entire time
short
the
and
solo
sweet.
was happening,
It's perfect.
that bass tone cutting through was that's like all I could focus in on.
It's such a good bass tone.
Sweet, awesome. So everyone gives a thumbs up for Anubis. Excellent. And I said we have one more band to review tonight. Getting Late with Nate says, "Yo, hey, he's watching. Big Nate's watching tonight. Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Yo, you like the shout out?
It's getting late.
It is getting late, is it? Yeah, use this show. Yeah, sometimes we end the show. It's almost 2.5 hours. Wow, I'm really enjoying your great guests. You did most of the work for me tonight.
Yeah.
So
You're a great host.
Thanks, man. We got
It's
one
such a
more. Oh, we got one more. We got one more band. Sorry, we got one more band to look at, and we got Swiss thrashers, Terra Nation, releasing a new music video. Bloody Mess is the title track off the second album by the Swiss Thrashers. Terra Nation, they started in 2016, although their roots date back to 2011. That's what I know about the band, and that's about all I know about the band, but we're going to check out their music because that's the most important thing. Terra Nation, Bloody Mess, Terror Nation. I think that's how you probably say it. Yeah, let's check this out. It's in a bit of a wide screen, so we're going to lose a little bit of the right side of it, but we'll get to hear what they sound like. Let's do this. All right, first taste. Thoughts?
The intro
I
is
was not
super
expecting those
as I
lyric-
lay
or those
dying.
vocals.
Same.
Oh, Montana was not expecting those vocals.
Sorry, I interrupted.
I like the intro is super like I was a huge As I Lay Dying fan when I was in high school, so like super nostalgia hit me there. I was like, this is As I Lay Dying is
You definitely
fuck.
feel the metalcore influence.
Yeah.
I kind of wish
Isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, I kind of wish that the vocalist would have done like his scream like right before the chorus there through it the whole verse.
Yeah.
And then did his more like cleanish screaming.
I like
thing.
his screams in general. I'm not a fan of the vocal style that he was doing the verse in though.
Yeah,
okay.
The fries were a little goofy to me. But when he pushed his fry to actually like scream, I thought it was a lot. It sounded a lot better to me.
I found that it fit it better too. His fries were fitting, but I agree. I feel like he should have like came in hot with that.
Yeah, right away from the
instead
start,
of
like
his
just
clean. It sounded flat.
Okay.
Honest, and
Interesting.
It didn't like fit the key that they were in, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, what the?"
Yeah,
fuck?
a little,
Whoa, okay,
little
Didn't even
flat.
Yeah.
But it's not bad musically. Like
Yeah.
everything works
musicality
well
of it is
together.
good.
It's written well, it's structured well so far.
That is so interesting. Okay, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna go back and listen to it again. I didn't. I wasn't as
What was
critical.
your take on
I
it?
wasn't
Yeah,
critical
what's
of
take
it
so
as
far?
as
we're snobs.
I mean that that's fine. I mean that kind of chanty vocal. I kind of dug it. I reminded me a bit of like Gojira or like kind of just like
It was Gojira-ish.
yeah, it was
I don't
Gojira-esque.
mind like the
right?
chantiness if he would have been in key.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what
Yes,
I'm
I
missing.
agree.
Is
Here
it there?
now.
Is it there we're talking about?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
too low.
He's slightly flat.
Way
Yeah.
too-
Oh,
Like when he does
okay.
like the ending of his phrasing, he kind of comes up into tune and into key. If he would have
his
started there
words are
at
too,
that,
like-
Oh, he's trying
shifted
to
it
sound
up.
like this instead of kind of letting it go to more
Yeah.
natural place.
I think so.
Yeah,
That might be the case. I mean, I don't know him personally, so I don't know
for
how,
sure. If
how
he actually sounds like
how
that,
he does
yeah.
his thing. Like,
Right.
it'd be something where I'd have to like know him personally, see him live. I don't know if it's something that he just tried very, very hard in the studio instead of letting his natural tone come through. Which I
Right.
get. I've done that. Like, I've been told like, "Yo, just do you." And I'm like, "Okay, sorry."
I
So,
that
like,
I could see.
I get
Yeah.
the studio pressure. It sucks. So
Yeah.
See, this is why I have the experts come in. I'm just a fan. Montana's a musician,
I'm no expert.
vocalist.
I'm a
No,
musician. I'm no
same.
expert.
we're amateurs.
I'm a tutor.
I'm just a fan.
Dedicated weekend warriors.
Okay,
I just
interesting.
like to drink hams and listen to tunes.
Yeah, Tuesday and Friday Warriors when I'm in the jam space.
Okay, I want. I now I am now I am now I am hearing what you're hearing. So you've ruined this for me. Thanks.
Oh, yeah?
I don't-
I'm sorry, man.
That's okay. I'm kidding.
Should have
Okay.
made us comment at the end.
Okay, that's a drummer doing some vocals in there too. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I actually hear it now. All right, let's check out.
Again, not taking away from the musicality. The
No,
musicality of
absolutely
it,
not.
production
Right.
is good.
Bit of a metalcore influence. I can hear that too.
Yeah.
Instead of just straight thrash, there's some metalcore influence in there. I
I-
actually don't mind a little metalcore, but personally,
I don't either.
Same.
I hear like a.
Yeah.
I'm actually addicted to the new As I Lay Dying album.
It's
Oh,
so
there you go.
It's
There you
so
go.
good. I love it. Like when that came out, I was like, I don't
Little
give
guilty pleasure
I don't
there.
care what he did. Like this album is sick. Like I'm gonna
just
listen to
love-
it.
I think of everything of it. I'm just really happy that they all shared the same shirt.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know that it's the same, but I like to make that
Nice of
assumption.
they only could afford one shirt, so they just take it off and give it to the next guy.
Yeah,
It'd
they
be
had to
really
cut
bad
some
if it was
costs.
like if it was a Gildan that's like $2 in America. Like $2 USD is a Gildan
Yeah.
like
Sometimes a
2000.
There's
music
like a
video
graphic
just
on the front,
requires
so they
everybody
like
to wear
turn
black
it inside
t-shirts.
out.
Yeah, if we ever all get to that point where we have to wear the same T-shirt, Bannock is definitely going last, and Dave is going second to last because
Oh, we're sharing the exact same
the exact same shirt.
Not the same
That's what-
style of
no,
shirt,
the
but we're going to share the
exact
same
Right.
shirt.
Yeah.
I'd say keep the
Okay,
budget
that's what I'm
down
saying.
on the
It'll
music
be-
video.
all right.
It would
Yeah,
be
the same
Blake,
one.
But it's got to fit the smallest guy perfectly, and then
Yeah.
the rest of us
Yes.
can just
Super
deal with
tight.
what's there.
So that's why Blake would be first. So
Stretch it out.
according to size, Blake is the smallest, then me. Dave's got more muscles than I do. And then Bannock has more of a gut than anybody. So he's wearing that small shirt. Actually, we should really do that. I like this idea. I'll get one from work.
That's a good idea. Thanks,
And we're
guys.
gonna, yeah. Thank you for sponsoring our next music video. We're doing that. I
Just,
like it.
Go to the liquor store, go get the ham shirt that you can get, like that they have in the back.
Oh,
behind the-
yeah.
Like,
They
yeah.
probably
Go
totally
get one of
have them.
those. Could, like,
Yeah, I'm
stretch it
gonna
out.
be like, yo, I need like an extra small, and we're not gonna cut any of it, and then we're all gonna squeeze into it and do the same music video the same day, no washing, because that's
Yeah.
cheating.
Get two of you
Everybody's
in
gonna
the shirt
wear it.
at the same time.
That'd be tough, but we'll try it at
That'd
the
be
end. We'll
tight.
try
Even
it.
Blake could do it for sure.
Yeah, Blake and I probably could.
Fit into one shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you be
Easily.
facing each other or facing back to
I don't know
back?
if it'd be easy.
Facing
He would
away.
be done.
Yeah.
he would absolutely hate
Either
it.
way.
He's like the biggest non-touchy
Front to
guy.
back, front
Yeah.
to back for sure.
I'm down for front to front. I'll sniff his hair.
All right, let's see if we can find any redeeming qualities in the rest of this
Okay.
Terra Nation.
I hope the soul is sick.
We have some comments, some compliments, some critiques. Let's check out a little bit more.
Only the tough guys will survive. Every man for himself, as long as one's alive.
Right, and the harsh vocal just is
Yeah.
fine. There's nothing wrong with it
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that would
yeah,
be
yeah.
sick if he did that from the start and then went into
Yeah.
his singing for the chorus.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. And maybe let it be a little more natural. Unless he does sound like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that could be.
He
just
might be
his
like,
voice.
"Hi, how are you?"
Good.
And if it is just his voice,
Get to the chopper.
Get to
then
the chopper.
either he needs to
Get
work
down.
on lifting his pitch, or the guitarists need to tune to
Yes.
his voice. You know.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Either or.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha. It sounds like a gang vocal, so maybe it's because that's where they all could comfortably sing together. Maybe that's why. You know, that could be
Possibly.
why
Yeah,
they
works
made that
well in the
choice.
chorus
and,
for sure.
and I'm not sure if that's like necessarily gang vocal or if they just did that for the music video.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Maybe it's like layered.
That's true. Could be.
But-
Yeah, it could be one. Yeah, it's tough to
Yeah.
say if it's multiple guys or it's one dude with multiple takes. Yeah, tough to say.
Yeah, I've layered my voice a bunch.
Yeah.
We had some gang stuff.
Sorry, what was that?
We had some stuff where I had to layer my voice a lot in the EP where it was just me, and I was like, we should just bring everybody else in here and do this. They're like, no, you just do it. You're here. I was like,
Yep.
okay.
No, do it 12 times. It'll work.
Yeah, it's fine. Just move around the room. We'll turn the mic a little bit. It's fine.
Is that really what they do?
Sometimes,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get different.
Turn off the
Sometimes
angles.
take the same take 8 times, but just stand back further from the mic each time.
Yeah, go behind the mic so you get a distance sound. And, you know.
What was that Montana? Turn off the lights? Did you say?
I was making a stupid joke. You guys missed it.
Hey, it works.
Let's
No.
move on.
I didn't miss it. I didn't miss
Okay,
it.
yeah,
You know,
Go
light
with the
effect
past.
sound.
Turning off the lights definitely affects
Yeah.
how you want to record.
Imagine it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I want to hear that in an interview sometime.
Yeah, that's it.
I want to hear that in an interview sometime. Yeah, this is the part of the
That's the-
song we turn the lights off so I could really
That's
get in the mood.
trick of Carptown Studios is we record all vocals in the absolute dark. Like even in the recording room, in the console room, like Mark turns off everything, no board on. Well, the board's on, so he gets to record, but like the TV monitor's off. Everything that he can turn off is off. And then we take, he turns everything back off. We listen back to it, and then we turn everything back off again.
I don't know if you're joking right now.
I don't know if you're joking either.
That's good. It's a mystery. You'll have to visit Carptown and record something sometime and find out for yourself.
We'll just
Okay.
leave it at that.
Excellent.
I'm still. I don't feel quite done with. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I
Yeah,
don't
let's
feel
keep going.
quite done with this song, but I want to skip ahead to maybe a bridge or maybe a solo or something because
Solo. Breakdown.
You should have let him kill me, because
That
I'm
sounded
going
like
to
the
kill
end
you.
of Wicked Wally.
oh, doesn't it? Yeah, the end of
Your
the.
theme song.
Yeah, it does sound like the end of our. That's right.
I'm sorry. I
Feel
feel like I'm
like-
just ragging on these guys. I'm not. I promise. They do have like so many good things going for them.
Well, that's a compliment. It sounds like the end of my theme song.
I like his drum kit setup. He's using a 14-inch floor tom as his main rack tom. That's kind of
I like the
what that means,
bass.
but
The bass looks like an Aerodyne, and I have an Aerodyne.
It's like that big fat Tom right in front of him next to his kick drum.
Also, if you guys didn't notice, Mark has total control of the lights on his phone, and he had dimmed them on us to prove that Carptown does things in the dark.
Oh.
So, Mark, if you're still watching, do it
that was
again.
the intention of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I missed. I totally missed it.
Bastard.
We're watching. We're watching
So
now.
if you see the lights dim again, that's Mark proving that Carptown does things in the dark. It's a mystery. There's spooky ghosts here, and
Live in mystery.
Totally missed it. See, okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna skip around.
We're just distracting the hell out of it.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
I'm kidding you, man.
Oh, there we go at the end. Okay, here we go. I think. Maybe? Yeah, I'm going to say Stephen, Dave, and Montana have all changed me from a thumbs up to about a thumbs sideways for these. For this now.
I'm here. The riffs are sick.
Yeah,
The vocals
you've
kinda
changed.
for me.
Yeah, I
Vocals at
can't.
the end, I feel like they could have like more chorus, a little bit
Yeah,
of reverb, you know,
A little bit of
like so
little
it's
bit
not
more
like
verbs,
"Yup,"
not so
you know.
not so dry.
I can't
Not so
unhear it
dry,
now. I
yeah.
can't unhear it. Sorry, Terra Nation.
That riff.
It's good.
Keep
it's
doing
not
you.
something
Keep
that I would
sharing
just
each
pick on
other's shirts. You're
Spotify,
doing
though,
great.
you know?
Also, they have a better name than we have, so they get a thumbs up for that.
Yeah, they get a couple of points for that.
Bonus points for better name than us. 'Cause we hate our name. We missed like 3 opportunities to change it. And we're like, no, we got 600 Facebook likes. We got to keep it. And we're like,
Yeah.
looking back now, we're like, now we're stuck with it. We're on a label. We're really
man.
stuck with this.
And Anubis
So,
from LA.
MC, if you're watching this and you want us to change our name, we're totally down for it.
You could
He was
like
drunk.
what was it?
Not even
When you
close.
introduce yourself on stage, you could just like make a new name out of the letters that you already have, so it sounds like super stupid. And then people are like, "What the fuck do you mean? Who are you?"
We're Roxic Tuin. Yeah.
I tell everybody we're from Lake
Exactly.
Michigan. Like, yeah, we're Toxic Ruin from Lake Michigan.
That's
Let's
good.
fucking party.
Lake Michigan.
Pretty.
All right, that's all I have for tonight. Those are the 2 bands. Thanks for your for your analysis and ruining that band for me. I appreciate that. And then
Sorry, dude.
so no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, this was awesome. This was an awesome show. Really appreciate it. Steve and Dave, killer guests. Again, make sure you go follow them wherever you follow them. Announcements next week. They have a new album coming out, a brand new single going to be dropping next week as well. So make sure you keep in touch with them. Keep in touch with them on social media. They're on Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff everywhere. And then definitely check out their back catalog. Check out the singles we looked at tonight. The EP. The EP Mortal Insolence. There we go. Sorry. Make sure you check out the EP Mortal Insolence. Fantastic EP. And then the singles Ritual Rebirth and Nightmare Eclipse. Excellent tunes. Solid modern thrash metal. Solid modern thrash metal. And Ham's Beer. Make sure you sponsor Toxic Ruin.
We're waiting.
Patiently.
We're waiting for the phone call.
All right, I'm going to let folks know what's upcoming for upcoming shows, and then we'll end it off for tonight. And let's. I'm going to hold on. I am going to get some music going for this because it's going to be kind of too silent, as in right now. Okay, awesome. All right, so for future episodes of the Wicked Wally webcast upcoming, Wednesday, June 9th, we are episode 26, number 26, Howl at the Moon with Lycanthro. We are joined by members. Actually, hold on. No, this is out of date. I totally apologize. This is totally out of date. We actually have a bonus episode next week. we have a bonus episode coming next week. We are going to be having Andrew from Analog Universe Games on the show, and we're going to be playing Band Room Blitz. So this is actually going to be a ton of fun.
Sorry.
What's wrong?
Just burped.
Oh, okay. We're going to be playing...
Oh, you're laughing at the name.
We're going to be playing Band Room Blitz. So actually, the episode numbers will be a little bit off because we're going to be playing Band Room Blitz. And if you go online, there's actually a video of me playing this off of another stream, Brian's Republic. So Wally did join. Wally and a band from... called Chiliocosm from Grand Prairie, Alberta, played along with Brian's Republic and Andrew. So you can go. This is actually a pretty good video. I actually play off our Instagram. We had a lot of fun with. I had a ton of fun playing Band Room Blitz with these gentlemen, and so we're gonna do that with the members of Team Wicked. We're gonna have Montana, Vito, Jason, and I all together playing this game. And in future episodes, we probably have guests come on and play the game as well. If it goes well, we'll do it again. Maybe even Stephen or Dave here from Toxic Ruin would come on and play some Band Room Blitz with us live on stream. Let me pull up this clip here because I do have a clip on here of us playing the game. This was a lot of fun. Let me do audio. So this is actually what we're going to be doing next week. So we were doing every second week because I'm a new dad and I've been so flipping tired and busy. There we go.
When you combine two words together, such as hotel and...
Yeah, we'll do this again. There we go. Silly Instagram doesn't work very well on the... There we go.
Is when you combine two words together, such as hotel and motor, become motel. Yeah, man, what am I gonna do with this?
Oh my god,
that's too hard. I'm yeah. Remove modify.
What if? Can I remove modify? You remove modify?
And then your portmanteau comes back.
Yeah,
that's never happened before. But I'm going to allow it.
Portmanteau is still there.
Holy. Combo breaker.
Combo breaker. Fire ropractor.
Wow.
I don't know what it is, but it's cool.
Count them up. I think it's clear that winner tonight is Wicked Wally.
Yeah!
Wicked Wally, take that. The win.
Take that.
Wicked Wally for a win.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I won that night.
I have no idea what was happening there, but it seems sick, and I'm totally down to play that.
Yeah, it's a card game where you come up with band names. The whole point is coming up with band names, and there's different modifiers. So make it a funk band, or make it a jazz band, make it a this, that kind of thing. And there's two.
We're pretty bad at coming up with band names.
No, I am really good at band names. I used to have a rock band name we used to play every week with friends, and it was called Bread for Eating.
Bread for eating.
Bread, and then it was ellipsis for eating.
Well, so sometimes the funniest answer wins. After like the first round or so, you can if you have a real band that fits the criteria of your cards, you get a bonus point. So the first person to mention a real band. So if you're knowledgeable on actual bands, it's got to be someone at the table other than you has to at least have heard of the band. So it can't be someone's band from high school or something like that. So it was a ton of fun. We're gonna be playing on a next week's stream with all of Team Wicked. It's good. It's a blast. It's a blast. So it's a lot of fun. I had so much fun doing that. Thanks again to Brian's Republic and Andrew from Analog Universe Games for bringing me on that show. Now we're gonna do it on the webcast, and looking forward to that as well on the Wicked Wally webcast. And then yes, after that, we're going to be going back to every second week upcoming shows on the webcast. We have June the 9th, episode number 26, Howl at the Moon with Lycanthro. We are joined by members of Ottawa, Ontario's werewolf power metal band, Lycanthro, 1 week after releasing their first full-length album, Mark of the Wolf, on Grease's label, Alone Records. And Montana might be joining for that, or maybe Vito. We'll see yet. It might be Vito joining me for that one because he couldn't make it this week. We got some text issues on this next one, but that's okay. June 23rd, Wednesday, June 23rd, 2 weeks, same Wicked time, same Wicked channel, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain, episode number 27 with Arrival of Autumn, even though it's the spring, almost summer, actually. After being signed in Nuclear Blast, Grand Prairie, Alberta's Revel of Autumn released a powerhouse of an album. Something, can't read that. But they're an awesome band, and they're going to be a Nuclear Blast signed band, and they're going to be on the show that week. And then Wednesday, June 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain. That's the same thing twice. I am so sorry, folks, that this is what happens when you have a kid and you're trying to rush to get stuff ready. Here, I'm going to let you know there are other shows coming tonight. Should have checked that before the show. Yeah, there's more shows coming. They'll be good. All right. There's more shows coming. They'll be good.
Perfect.
There's no.
That's the way to promote it.
Everyone's tuning out now anyway. So we're losing everybody in the chat anyway. No one's watching anyway. So anyway, have a great night. This is Wally and Montana. And our new buds from Toxic Ruin, Stephen and Dave,
guys.
signing out. All right. Have a great night.